sheet deck so I can do mine and do the channels and stuff, because you can get stuff like that for. In fact, we should ask Gordon about that, because Gordon could do that, right? That's us live now.
Hang on, that's just loaded for me.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah,
we
we
are
can
live, are we?
hear.
I've got them
You
here.
mute.
The stream is starting soon. Let me see if it's.
It just says starting soon. It doesn't say anything else. Although I'm on mute. I've muted mine, so
No, I can
can't
totally
hear
hear you
anything.
through it. Yeah, I can. You're totally talking through it.
Ah, son of a gun! I can
I
hear
can,
myself.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Give us a second.
And that's us live, guys.
Oh my goodness, we are indeed. Oh, what we're doing? How? Oh, I don't know.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, people of the internet.
Yeah, how does this work?
Oh,
Woman.
and potentially 4 people that are viewing us. Oh my god. Okay, right. Hello and
Okay.
welcome to the inaugural show of Sanity Check Gaming. I am Lee. So I'm assuming the 4 people that are watching us will probably know at least some of us, but I am Lee. I will be DMing our Mutant Year Zero campaign. Buy this book; it's very good. Free League. Need your money. They're Swedish and they're poor,
Yes, free league.
but they make very, very, very good games. And it's to be fair, I only say that because see if you look at you go and buy a Free League book, it like costs like 1,099 kroner. I'm not sure what kroner are, but like 1,099.
Yeah, Swedish krona or Danish krona, it's money.
Yeah, it's, I assumed so. I wasn't sure. I didn't think it was just like
I don't know what the
weird
Swedish
coins
krona
things.
is. I know Danish krona is about 8 krona to the pound or something, so.
It still seems a lot of flakes. To be fair, I made up the 1,000 part, but I just remember thinking it's a lot of kroner. It seems much cheaper in British money, which was like 29.99.
Are we
Good stuff.
already getting distracted, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember Lee saying there's one.
He's saying,
rule
I'll come
we
down on
can't
each
get."
one of you if you dare do a tangent. Immediately he gets
He
confused.
So-
didn't
it's
say
currency.
He couldn't get distracted.
I am the DM. What I say goes.
I'll tell people off. Don't worry, guys.
Oh,
Cool.
dear.
Right. So yes, tonight we're playing Mutant Year Zero. We've been playing the campaign for about a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. We have went from point A to point B just so everyone can get a kind of feel for the world and their characters and how to roll the dice, which is a little bit different than D&D. So if anyone has played D&D, forget those rules; they're not the same. It might use some of the same language, but it's a D6 system, which I'll explain or not as we go. I'm going to make people introduce themselves, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do it in a weird order so no one's expecting. So Scott, go first.
Oh, I am playing Bogark, a quite a malicious character.
Got man of 2 voices, so get used to them.
4 voices now.
He's been practicing.
I
Okay,
have
next person.
deeper voice.
Mary, who I don't know if she's on that side for me.
I forgot. Gray, that's my name, isn't it? Gray Wawapari, who is a gearhead, something sonar something.
A gearhead with
Brave
mutations.
Underwater. Yeah.
That's right, you can. What is a gearhead's role in this situation? I actually should have asked Scott this exact same thing. What is a gearhead's role in this game?
I make things
Yeah.
from stuff I find.
I mean, most things are made from stuff in some capacity, so yes. You can fix shit from the old world. You can basically make contraptions out of junk. And they can do various ridiculously overpowered things if used properly.
What
Scott,
he
I should have
said.
asked. Yeah,
Well,
what he said, but more eloquently. Scott,
I
what do
am
you play
playing-
as?
I'm playing a chronicler. My job is to write down information and draw maps of the zone. And basically discover artifacts, read it, and find out what they.
Nice. Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I play Flair, and my character is a stalker. A stalker is basically a tour guide for the team, in simpler words.
That was remarkably funny. So yeah, that's the user tour guide, except you have a gun. But yeah, you're like a safari guide, I guess.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
tour guides in Los Angeles.
I'm
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
a tour guide, yeah.
I mean, I was like, yeah, that's good. That works for me. Okay,
perfect.
cool. And Richard, who again, I don't know if he's there for anyone else but me.
No,
No, no,
he's there.
it's left hand, other side. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
The stream
No,
is the
that one.
left-hand side.
Oh,
of
hi! I didn't see you there. My
Oh,
introduction there.
Hi, friends.
I am Dick Naylor. I will be playing Ulf Simonson, who is a grunt. It's exactly what it sounds like. Unfortunately, he
He's
just
not
does
allowed.
grunt work. I like to think I'm the glue that holds the group together because no one else likes doing the jobs I do. I think that's the best way I could put it. And I get to try out my amazing accent for him because he's Ulf Simonson. I like doing accents.
That is Richard's bread. He loves accents. He loves specifically copying my accent.
And he's good
doing
at them
better.
as well.
A professional voice actor, you would say.
Some would say that Richard is a professional voice actor who has in
Some.
fact
I got
been
paid
paid
once.
an
Some.
amount of money to do voices.
I
Some
got paid
people
cash
would
monies.
say, one person would say.
Yeah, one person would say I got paid for that for my voice
one
acting
person would
work.
say-
It wasn't for this accent, but yeah.
Okay, right, now, it has actually weirdly been a couple of weeks since we played because we decided to stream and therefore we prepped for the stream and then we immediately forgot all the prep and just came on. So, does anyone remember what the hell we were doing?
Oh, yeah, I do. We were going to.
Interesting, because you weren't at the session with the last thing
True.
happened.
Yes, this is true. But I remember we went to the water plant. The original thing was the Ark is suffering. We don't have fresh water, so we were to travel to the water plant and figure out what was causing the blockage and or what was helping stop the water. That's where I fell out. So we got to the water plant. That's all I know. I don't even know if we managed to fix it.
We did. We did really well, actually, I think.
Flair
You
managed to
failed
kill
your
a
way to
giant
the
worm
end and
thing.
then succeeded.
No, look. If it succeeded, we can't have failed, can we?
That's true.
Oh,
It was. If anyone's ever seen
got
the
what we
meme of, like,
needed.
the circular hole, and then like this is what the DM set up, and then there's just a square hole with a circle smashed through it. That's
I breathed fire on a, was it a worm
it's
thing?
a worm thing. Yeah,
Massive worms.
Yeah, and absolutely destroyed it, which I'm very proud of.
That is the thing people will learn in this game is that mutations they're basically your superpower. So if you have enough mutation points, you can kill anything. However, they can also have horrible, horrible, horrible side effects, which so far you have annoyingly managed to dodge at every turn.
I have
true.
white,
Considering the amount
I have white eyes now
That is
because of a
correct.
mutation that I got, but
You have
nothing
cool
bad
white
has happened.
eyes.
Yeah, you got the coolest mutation. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you got
Yeah.
a cosmetic mutation, and you picked the cool one. You didn't like, oh, I grew an extra butt or something. Like, no, I want cool
That's
white
the thing.
eyes. That look
A minute.
badass.
I always take.
Excuse me whilst I write a note for when I fail.
I couldn't think of
now
something
finger
straight away, and
come
I
out
was
of my
just
eyelid
like,
or something. Well, I might throw it to chat. If anyone ever watches this, I might throw
Oh,
it to
yeah.
chat in future to see what
That's not a
cosmetic
bad
mutations.
idea.
I really like
Aye.
that, actually.
Yeah,
We're
Remember,
assuming that
this
the
is
Can't
a
wait to
family
fail.
stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So,
whatever you
try,
just
try
immediately
and calm
thought-
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like long eyelashes or their ears have plants growing out of them or something. Not what you're all thinking, you dirty boys and girls. Okay, right. So you got to the pure plant. You did explore some locations beforehand, so you did kind of get a bit of a feel of the world. Just imagine a shitty world. Think Fallout, except things are green and not brown, which is nice. If any of you are local to this area, it's the ruins of South Lanarkshire. So some names might pop up that you recognise. I didn't fit it really to the map because there's not that many interesting locations in South Lanarkshire. But you'll see names like, oh, that's a thing that exists. And that is that's a supermarket that has a similar name to a supermarket that exists in real life. However, I'm not sure the legality of that, so Lorison's exists.
It was changed enough.
Yeah,
Just change the first letter of everything. We'll be
That's
fine.
Yeah,
correct.
Lodorisons.
Lorison's, Ainsbury's, that kind of stuff,
Ainsbury's.
You could
Ainsbury's is actually
never
not bad.
connect it.
No, Ainsbury's is a
Yeah,
good one. I like that.
Morris's. Ainsbury.
Yeah, you could take letters off as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
Just Sainbury, just whatever you want,
Yeah.
But that's all
Marks
good.
and Spennies.
Again, all good suggestions. I may or may not use
Sorry,
them.
I've called it that before.
It's all right. Rachel has been drinking her intelligence juice as well. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, cheers to the debut show.
Cheers.
Special DM juice
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Of course, I've got
Not all of us is drinking special juice.
Ah,
says Scott,
No,
who drinks
I
a
do.
suspicious amber
Yeah.
liquid there. Is that
good
Iron
friend of
Fist
mine.
soft drinks, yeah?
good friend of mine, Peach, has offered the suggestion of Sada instead of the other one that
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
very
yeah.
good. Yes,
Sad,
that's
I like
smart.
that,
I
yeah.
see what you've done there, yeah. Well, again, if you join the Patreon, you can name the supermarkets in this.
yeah. Donate, subscribe.
Any subscriptions we
bell
get, you can
icon
name
on
the
the wrong
places
one.
we go to. Yeah.
we can make different things in the. We can have this talk afterwards.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can. Anyway,
totally should.
We're
10
not going to
minutes in.
start begging for money 10 minutes into the stream. But before we play the game, we all need money. So if you could all just give us like 1,000 bits, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
we need your money
No,
before you
I
see
We can't
anything.
get
we
bits
don't
yet. We
do
need
that.
more
We're going.
followers.
We're fine. We're good. We're
I'd like to
good,
point out
guys.
the viewership
We
just
can't sell
dropped
out until
to
we've got at
5
least
again.
50
So,
people.
We are going to have to edit so much shit out of this now.
No, we're keeping
this
this
goes up raw. Right.
Oh, God.
Wussa. Okay, so
Oh dear.
let me get
Right.
up my screen because I can't remember what we're doing. I'm only joking. I am a competent DM.
He knows word
Okay,
good.
so I'm gonna just go with you awaken the morning after everything has happened at the Pure Plant. You defeated the Trash Hawk. Flare terrifyingly grabbed it and just spewed fire into its face until it melted right through the front of it. It was. Are we swearing on this stream? It was really awesome.
Yes, we've got
I've
mature
already
themes
swore,
in it.
so-
Yeah,
it's okay.
Rachel did
Yeah.
swear earlier
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna end
I
up
will
swearing.
try and keep
Which
my
I
swearing to
can
minimum.
apologise for if you want.
I don't care.
We have
It's fine. It's
safety regulated it against accidental swearing.
Yes.
Nice.
So it's fine.
They should not be watched by children at all.
I mean, really, if anyone watches it, we should thank them. Right, so children's watch this. There's plenty of swearing. So yeah, you destroyed the bird. You made friends with the ghouls of the Ark, not the Ark, of the Pure Plant. Yes, Mary, you have a
Did.
question?
Point of order. She killed the worm thing. Another character killed the bird.
You are right.
That's true. Mary killed the.
You killed the
I
worm
didn't kill.
swarm.
I didn't kill
No,
the
it
bird.
was Logan,
Yeah.
who is not
Oh,
with us
was
tonight,
it?
that
Who
bit
is-
the head off the
yes.
trash
Oh
hawk.
yeah, with the dog.
We did.
He climbed up with the dog, didn't he?
Yeah, we should probably point out that Logan is playing the character, not appearing in this stream as of yet, so he will be.
He chose to go and see Bullet Train tonight rather
Oh,
than turn up to.
advertisement.
Yeah, so Bullet Train, if you want to give us money because you've taken some viewers from us, like that'd be appreciated. So yeah, I'm completely wrong.
I would
yeah,
accept
Rachel,
Brad Pitt just showing up in stream.
I mean, if he wants to stream us, we'll take that. Yeah.
That could work.
Right, so yeah, Rachel actually killed the worm swarm, which was a terrifying beast which came out of the tanks of the Pure Plant, scattering the zone ghouls who have been kind of like just trying to keep out its way and not get eaten by it, and then spewed her fire through that. Then the zone ghouls made a deal with the denizens of the Ark that they would resupply water to the Ark if they could get rid of the Trash Hawk, which they promptly did by climbing up. I thought they were all going to die. Logan just went up, used his mutation on it, all his mutation points, and bit its face off. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I think he's kind of
That's
like
impressive.
harvested their organs a bit and done some weird stuff that was sounded fun at the time. Can't remember any of it.
I think
it was pretty
Scott
cool.
cooked the worms, didn't you?
I think Scott got some grub
I think
from
we
it.
ate the worms.
I made a lot of grub. I
You took
also
some
traded
feathers.
for some plants, thinking of my friend who is definitely
Who's
not
in-
going to be my employee growing lots of plants.
And so with it, yeah, you awaken on the morning. The ghouls are kind of going around their business. The main ghoul who has spoken to you previously, let me just make sure I get his name, Luttrell, is over kind of cooking some suspicious looking meat, which you assume is from the worms or the bird. Anything you wish to do?
Yeah, I'll wake up. Do we know what time of the morning? Just dawn. so to speak?
I would say, yeah, dawn time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Can
my
I
head.
find a mirror and look at my eyes? I'm so sorry, I've just interrupted you.
No, you're all right.
That's how we play Rachel. You wait till someone speaks, then you immediately talk over them. That's what we've been training
That's
for.
the way to do it. You're fine.
I'll come back to you, Rachel. Sorry, Rachel, what were you saying?
Yeah, you're fine. I'll wake up and go, oh, my head, I can't remember anything I did last time. Oh, I have no idea what's happened. So
Oh, of course, yeah.
I wasn't there. I was.
We'll
just
say for
fine,
the purposes, you were at the back the whole time trying to help, but they kept doing things like, oh,
being
no.
the grunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I let them do the.
You were
I let them do
carrying all the
cool
heavy
things.
suitcases that they brought with
Yeah, yeah, that
Um,
sounds like me. Yeah.
them. So Luttrell looks over to you, he goes, gets it. Oh, good to see you then. What's it like? Aye, oh, great. See him. You know us. Aye.
I have no idea what you're saying, but okay.
Good.
I
You see
met-
me at that? No. Here, there's. Go back there. Do that. You've some seen. You can roll a
All right,
comprehend check
so-
if you like.
Yeah.
just
First roll of
nodding
the
along.
game. First roll of the stream, guys. Why would you do it on something I don't know?
This was canon, by the way, guys. This is how I've always had them talk. This wasn't
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
us.
this is how they talk.
What? Yeah, I get it, but why comprehend?
because that's how you comprehend things. You have to understand all these sign language and the words that he's using.
Comprehend is based off language.
Okay.
I'm just
That's-
interested to see what you get. That is 2 successes, mate.
Oh,
2 6s.
Oh, roll of this dream and it's my worst skill. Awesome.
Good job.
Yeah, what he's trying to communicate to you is that your friends were very heroic yesterday while you were busy bringing the cases back and forward and just kind of like generally just not doing much. They defeated 2 monsters, which was really great, and because of that, they're going to restore the water to the Ark. They are just gathering the resources they need to open the gates, and they're going to start the river running again.
Yeah, I had
Huzzah!
I had no fear. I mean, my best friend, the stalker, she's very good at what she does. Flair, she's fantastic. I knew she'd do it.
He points to Flair and goes,
Yeah. I mean, she's very good. She's very good at what
Which
she
is my
does.
best skill.
Yeah.
not coming.
Yeah, you shouldn't be messing with her. No, not at all. Yeah, it's around about 6:30, I think.
Aye. He's good. Then Luttrell goes over and kind of nudges Gray and says, I guess you're telling that speak your lines, I know.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Oh, no, you're not there. I just
Oh, yeah.
You get your mum. Right, okay, here's what I'll do. Right, you guys got a lot of problems here. You can maybe just, fuck off. You've done what you need to do. You killed the big thing, killed the thing. So say, why don't you go?
Yeah, well, you're not coming back with us?
No, I mean, you're here. You gotta leave the pack. You gotta leave the pack with me. You gotta leave the pack. I'm not here.
Insight check.
Okay. What skill is that?
Sense and more comprehend, maybe?
Empathy. An empathy roll.
Yeah, it
certainly
would be
an
a straight
empathy.
empathy roll, mate. Go for it.
Is it just straight imp?
In this case, you can give me a manipulate to see if he's trying to manipulate you.
Sense emotion, maybe?
I mean, yeah, if you want sense emotion, try and see if there's like a subterfuge behind it.
Oh,
I'd imagine you're
this is
terrible
my
at both
worst
of
skill.
these.
Yeah, this is my worst skill. I lied before. Comprehend's okay.
You still got a pass, mate.
Nice.
He's given off the impression that although yous were useful to him, yous are incredibly powerful and violent people who have like destroyed like things that were. He maybe just doesn't want yous around because yous are incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, that's
and you
fair.
might draw unwanted attention. But he's been genuine. He's been nothing but friendly since she's done the stuff for him. He's got rid of a creature from his village. So yeah, he's just he doesn't seem like he's going to cut the water off when he's leave.
I have just realised
Mhm.
we should probably explain the dice rolls
Nah.
for those who are watching. No.
Okay, fine. I will explain the dice rolls.
Yes.
The dice rolls in Mutant are fairly simple. You have a skill and you have a number of dice in that skill. You need to roll 1/6 to pass. Any more than that would be a stunt. However, if you roll and get ones, bad things happen. That's all I'm going to say. We'll go through it more as we go along because some terrible things are going to happen to you shortly. So.
Oh, good.
Mm.
I'm just working on the claw that I was trying to construct last time, and then I'm like, yeah, I think we should go. While flexing the claw thing.
Where did you get that claw? What the is that? I'm assuming that's from the one of the animals that we've killed.
Mary in the last episode made herself a Deathclaw gauntlet, but didn't have a Deathclaw, so she used a Trashhawk claw
Right.
and just
Yes.
made a gauntlet out of it. And after a
Sweet
successful junior
merciful
regrow, so yeah.
Jesus. Fair enough.
It's although scary and intimidating, it's not like it's not like the best weapon ever, but it
No.
looks cool.
Yeah,
And
it looks cool.
Yeah.
Really
other
cool,
people
innit?
will be
To be
like,
fair, does
That's
anything
cool.
else really matter?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. We go for cool. That's nice.
weapons also have like durability and such in this game. So like if she's like starts like going toe to toe with things, it will break. But you need to roll lots of skill dice and stuff. But we'll come back to that. Okay, yeah. So the ghouls some of the little ghouls will run up to you and kind of hand you like little things that they've made. It's just little trinkets and that. Some have like made little kind of drawings, like rudimentary drawings of just Rachel just spewing fire on a worm monster. and then they're not really sure what happened up there, but like they've kind of like drawn pictures of Logan heroically fighting the trash hawk, not knowing that he just snuck up behind it and just bit it to death. But you know, but yeah, they seem pleased that you're there, and you know,
Nice.
every now and again, Lutrell just kind of looks at you, and just kind of like,
Maybe we should go.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
if you need to go, you need to go.
Oh,
But yeah,
considering you're making us go, yeah, let's get out of here. It's
You
probably
must promise to keep the water on, though. Does that happen? I know.
Mm.
right
Yeah,
out
we might
you. I mean, I've just seen you rely on me, so I don't want you to come back there. You know, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but we don't have to
We
need.
know
We don't want to
exactly
have
what
to.
you mean.
Yeah, we don't want to have to come back up here.
I don't want you to come back. You know what I mean? Scary.
That's fair.
So what are you going to do?
Pack
Let's
up
go
my
start
shit and go.
Cool.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm gonna-
there's 2 ways to leave. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, should probably wake him up. Oh.
Poke, poke, poke.
I'll
I'm just gonna breathe a little bit of fire on him.
Please don't.
Just yeah, Rachel, go up. Yeah, I won't go take a mutation point off this for you, but yeah, if you want just like burn, just a singe an eyebrow or something, you go right ahead. You feel like just some that napalm spit like that.
Yeah, just a teeny
What's
tiny
that
bit.
I smell?
He says
Smells
with no eyebrows.
delicious.
Oh, that is
Don't
what I should have
say
said to you.
anything.
You all receive mutations to the amount of mutations you have. So I think Mary, Scott, and Rachel receive 2 mutation points back.
Right.
And Richard, you've only got 1 mutation, so you only get 1 back.
Well, to be fair, I'm full at 10.
It only goes as high as 10, so that's absolutely fine. But we'll come back to mutation points when and if they come up. Okay, yeah, so there's 2 ways off of this island. You notice that there's some canoes that you could easily jump in and paddle ashore, or there is the tunnel which you took with you. So you took with you, you took a tunnel to get to there, you didn't take a tunnel with you, that'd be weird. So there's a tunnel that you took to get through to the island, is what I meant.
Okay, canoes it is.
Canoes it is.
Oh, trip
I do
everyone.
not want to
Get
go
some
on the
fresh
water.
air.
It's
Yeah,
not
well,
dangerous.
All right.
Things
Yeah, it's
climb up her pieces.
Yeah, it's probably fair that we probably take the tunnel we came in with. I mean, we don't want to get in the water and have to deal with all those weird fishes that swim up your things and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That
yeah,
might
right
be
up your
that might be a
cloaca.
thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but
Let's
there's
take the
boats. We'll
tunnel.
be in boats.
But
Well,
why
this
go
is
on the
true, but-
boat when there's a tunnel there?
The fish might be able to jump out. Snappy,
The
snappy,
fish might be
snappy.
able to tunnel.
What you remember of the fish is that the fish lay very tiny little baby fishlings. That when you drink them,
Right.
they grow in your tum tum and blast out. They don't just like swim, like jump out and jump down your throat or anything. It's like you'd basically like it's unpurified water kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
what you have learned about this lake is it's actually quite pure. Like it's got a filtration system. However, it's a big lake, so maybe like swimming ashore is not a good idea.
yeah. Like I say, I mean, if from what I remember of the fish, I remember it from a comic book when I was reading. I think it was called Archie. The thing gets in your mouth and bursts out your stomach.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's,
sure.
I
that's
do not
Does not
want
sound
that
good.
to happen to me.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
That
As
must
you're
have,
doing this, the
Archie
2
must have been an
mutants that you
instructional
arrived with.
comic. I may need to borrow it from you.
No, it's lost to time.
Grit is going to just kind of file in behind you and just be like, yeah, we'll just go back to the island then. But Mary, your friend, runs up to you. One of the original team that went to that, Lambda. And she kind of tugs on your sleeve. Says, I'm going to stay here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, with all the
I-
machines and stuff.
Yes. I think I can figure out how to make this place pump water to everywhere again. I spoke to
No.
Latrell, and he said a lot, and then after a while he stopped, and I just told him what I wanted, and he said a lot again. But I found a map, and she pulls out a map, and it looks
Mhm.
like kind of complex drawings of like sewage systems and water pipe systems that go everywhere. And she points to one specific place, and it is the Lanark Barracks. I think I can
Oh.
get the water to go back there. I don't know how. I don't know how long, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. She's very excited about this, and she squeezed silently for a good 30 seconds. It's like,
That's quite short for her, though.
that is, yeah, usually they're more like a half an hour. I convinced Luttrell to stay here because I can make these. And she pulls out what is very clearly an explosive.
Oh, yes.
You have that one. I can make more. So I'll protect it. I won't make him too many. These are the rubbish ones. I won't make him the good ones.
I'm like sort of throwing it in my hand a little bit. Is there anything I need to know about this?
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Right. And then she takes it, twist it like this, and it'll make a noise.
Right.
And it starts ticking. And
Okay.
it's this takes it, won't blow up. But yeah, you've got an explosive with a damage power of 2 that has got like a 5-second timer on it. So now got a 4-second timer on it because you were like, and then turned it back.
Ooh.
Does it again really
several
quickly.
times, and then hand it to someone you don't really like and say it's an artifact.
Well, it does look like a toy, which was maybe not the best choice for it, but it looked cute at the time. So it's like got a smiley face in it and that, and it's got some little legs and a little horse head.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's punk.
This is
Yes.
awesome. Put it away.
Right. Oh, I've made use of this up here. There we go. And you go again. Right. So, okay. So, yeah, if I can get through all the tunnels and get back, I'll come and see you. If not, I'm too scared to go back because there's lots of things that eat me. Unless I can convince the ghouls to come back and get me, or you can come back and get me, but not too soon. Maybe like a year or 4.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like about enough time, yeah.
Mhm. And then she looks at the rest. She's like, I didn't like any use, and she walks off.
That's fair.
I thought I was quite a nice person to her. I thought I was a little bit easier.
We were all nice, just
I was
not her
super
cup of
nice.
tea.
I sort of give them slight side eye, like, yeah.
Just for
Nice
everyone's
guy.
reference, I did try to kill her in the last session.
That's a
Yes,
valid
you
point.
did.
Yes,
Yeah.
I forgot you'd done that, but yeah, she had a valid reason not to like you, Scott. So there's like some explosion marks on her from when you like set her off with a grenade. No, that's
I'm
not true.
like,
She thought she
just
opened the
slightly
door through it
messing
and
with the
then ran away.
grenade.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder how many times I can do this before it blows up.
A little bit there, yeah.
Oh no.
Roll a
I
d10.
am keeping at least 60 feet from her at all times.
The explosions in Mutant work. They're quite rubbish, to be fair. I think you've got to be like basically
close.
the arm's length, and then by the time it even gets to like near, it's like half damage, and by the time you get to short range, you don't get
I'm
anything at all.
guessing if it was grids, it'd be the squares around it, and that's it.
Imagine that, yeah. It's like in all TTRPGs, combat is nonsense. It makes no sense, but it's brutal in this one. So that's what I like about it. It's over quickly.
Especially
a
for the
good
person
thing,
holding the
or a
We
grenade.
could
bad
see.
thing.
So stick around, folks. We could see player deaths.
Yeah, it's like, why did the players die? Well, because I didn't like combat, so I just killed them because that was quicker. Like it took too long to take
Fair
their
enough.
turn, so
Yeah.
Trash Hawk flies at the sky and takes them away. Okay, cool. So, it's rock falls to die except the mutant. Right, okay, so yeah, Lambda has given you the gift of explosives and told you that she may be able to restore water to the Ark at some unspecific time, maybe involving your help somehow. In a future expansion, which I've not written yet.
The barracks, not the Ark. The Ark's already in it.
Mm.
Oh, remember, 15 million experience points for you, Millie.
Yeah, the day is yours. What would you like to do next?
I think we should let Flair take the lead on this one, and she's been quite useful for getting up here nice and safe.
Okay, so yeah, do you want to take tunnel back to the control center, or do you just want to jump
Yes.
the canoes? Tunnel back.
Tunnel
No
back.
problem at all.
Tunnel back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I reluctantly follow through.
Yeah, we're gonna
tunnel,
take the tunnel back.
absolutely, that's fine.
Let's let
I'll
the
do the
chat
heavy lifting.
decide.
Oh. Oh my god.
No, this is not that type of game.
So yeah, Richard's got like the trunk of weird stuff you've got. Gray left her weird thing that she was carrying, which she might have to go back and find now.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
was
have the
going to say,
wheelie
can
bin
we
in the
go back
barn.
and get our stuff as we gradually go back?
Mhm.
Yeah, we need
You
to look at the
absolutely
barn.
100%
Yeah.
can. I will give you the options. Do you want to just skip parts of the journey? I'm not telling you, it's not an actual take us to each area, and you can tell me whether you want to do stuff or not. Okay, so you travel back through. There's no immediate danger in the area that you can see, because you have killed the thing that was killing everything. You get back to the front area of the pure plant, and it leads you to the path that you remember. However, this time the water is flowing. You can no longer walk up the riverbed because there's a river in the way. You can, however, walk by the side of the river.
Yes.
Okay, that's no problem at all. So you just
We
continue
will
to
do so
so.
stealthily.
Well,
Proper stealth.
I don't know how stealthily I can do this, carrying a wheelie bin full of shit in my.
the wheelie bin has
Oh,
been
no,
left.
don't.
It's okay. The wheelie bin was left somewhere. I do
Right.
remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Fair
The
enough.
was.
barn. Yeah.
But that is one of the locations on the way back if you want to
Yeah.
go and get it.
Oh.
It's also got Richard's wheelbarrow full of crap.
Oh yeah.
This is
yeah,
true
yeah.
for the horticultural stuff. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
we need to give
incredibly
that.
correct.
Oh, I forgot
Okay,
to give
so-
you this. Got to hand him the plant that I got from the ghoul.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm gonna have a look at the plant. What is it? It's a plant.
He looks at the statistics of the plant. What is this plant?
Yeah,
I
what
hope
is
Scott
blue?
remembers because I don't.
I think it was.
Oh,
If memory serves me, it was like grain. It was like it was for growing
yeah. They were
grain.
growing something. They were growing vegetables or something. Yeah.
I think I might actually just said it was like in the Fallout when you got potatoes and it's like the tomato
Oh yeah.
potatoes. I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
was that. Yeah, so it's like be generic Fallout stuff. Yeah, so like they were growing this kind of
Irradiated
hardy
carrot.
vegetable.
Wrong
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, when you bite into it, your mouth tingles slightly. But yeah, it's like this is definitely food. But yeah, you've got the seeds of a plant you could potentially grow, giving enough time and care to the plant, which of course is
Nice.
your plan. I'll say that you've got a couple of the fruit of the tato plant as well. They're kind of like reddish brown looking things that look terrible, but you see, they were frying them, they were putting them in, they were cooking with them, so
I could
they're
make them
probably
taste
edible.
delicious.
Does that go towards my field rations of food or grub?
You can do either. You can put it as grub if you want. I'll say you've got one portion of grub if you eat them.
Nice, cool.
Okay, and you'll say you've got enough seeds for like 2 plants. We'll discuss how we'll deal with that because that might be find people who are willing to kind of deal with this for you while you're out doing things, or however you want to deal with it. That's up to you. Okay, so you travel back to the way you came. Now the final area you came to previously was the dried out waterfall. Now it's no longer dried out waterfall. It is indeed a running waterfall. You discovered a path up the side of it, and you also can climb down whatever you prefer. What would you like to do?
Walk down the path.
Yeah, I
Can I
don't like
jump off?
climb things.
Can you jump off?
Without dying.
That's not what you said. What you said was, can you jump off?
Can I jump
You
off
can
without
jump
dying?
off anything. Can you jump off without dying? It is. I'm going to say it's like a 150-foot drop with a small pool of water that's about 6 feet deep. So
I'm not going to jump.
maybe, but I have never
not
done
jumping.
this.
No, you
Boo.
would die from that.
I would. You probably would. I don't know what your other mutations you have. You've got the fire breath. Actually, don't tell anyone. We'll save that. Okay, so you have you can make your way down the side. There is a path. It looks like at one point the path was actually like well laid with like large bits of wood. Over time, it's kind of eroded, but you can fairly easily walk down it. I won't make you roll to walk down a path. That would be ridiculous. However, you get to the bottom. The pool of water is now full, and it continues to run downstream. You do notice something that you did notice before, but chose not to go, which is a path that leads off into the woods.
Oh. Have we not done this type of thing
We
before?
ignored
Wait a
it
minute.
before, remember?
Yeah, we noticed it
we
because
were-
we weren't sure if we should go that way.
And people
yeah.
were dying on the ark, and we were like, we
Yeah.
should probably hurry.
People are
Yeah.
still dying in the ark. We should probably hurry.
Well, I mean, less
I
people
need
are
to
dying.
check on my girls.
Hmm.
I must
Use-
get home.
The stalkers.
I'll give you. I was going to say, I'll give you a -1 to deaths. Actually, I'll give you a -2 for deaths on the ark this one because you've restored water, which has probably caused a certain amount of like good
So wait a
time on
minute.
the ark.
So people are still dying.
Yeah,
Even
there's
though
starvation as well.
Yeah, starvation still exists. People are still going to fight over things. They were dying in the Ark regard. The water was just the immediate problem.
Right. Okay.
That was like, we're going to die in like a week, as opposed to we're just going to slowly die. So you've
Yeah.
turned it from immediate to a slow death. And the -2
All
is
in-
only going to be for this episode only. It's going back to normal next
Oh,
episode.
all in
That's-
all, a successful mission. Lovely.
We didn't die right now. Yes.
Yeah, we've survived yet another week.
To be fair, that is the most important task.
Yeah.
I'll get you to the next stop. Right, that's what we'll do. We'll get to the next issue.
Oh, this is all we have to do. We're prolonging our deaths.
That actually says that in the book. This game's
Yeah.
not about like surviving. It's about how long you can exist
Live.
before the
Yeah.
zone kills you. And
Well, I
there's lots of ways to reduce it.
Well, I suppose. I mean, if we've got a little bit of time, we could probably check out that road. But I go with my friend Flair. I go on her decision,
I vote home.
and I vote home as well.
Well, unless
Oh.
any of us decide otherwise, then it's a clean. But I would rather not go into the without Flair. I've seen how she handled that worm.
Yeah, she can handle herself. I think we should probably even better than
Plus,
me at
if we
times.
get loot, you can't carry it. So
I know I can carry it. Yeah, that's what I'm here
That's
for on
true.
the grunt.
and you are
I just
very
need you to
good
get
at
that wheelie
teamwork.
bin back.
I'm
Yeah,
good
yeah.
at what I do.
Okay,
I'm
so
the
you're
glue
not
the
going
whole
into my enticing forested area, no?
No.
No.
No, it's
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Flair's,
it's ominous.
Flair's not gonna take the bait
No, not on this
because
occasion.
I can hear in the background Lee quietly scrunching up a bit of paper and throwing it in the bin.
I'm just going to rename that area as something different, and the next time you go somewhere, that's
We'll
what it'll be.
reuse this.
Mysterious bushy area.
Mysterious field.
So he
Ominous.
keeps describing he keeps describing trees, but in an area he specifically said didn't have trees, almost like he changed the name.
Yeah, it's a mountainous area. There's a tree over there.
The shady grove. Wait, I mean the non-shade, whatever. Right. Okay.
You
Cool.
rock garden.
So yeah, the forested area that leads you deeper into the woods that has the smell of treasure coming from it. You walk by. You move back down.
I will not be
The
tempted.
the next area you move to is, you see it from a few miles away. It is the destroyed industry of the New Lanark Mills. You see all the things you've seen before, round buildings, but buildings with lights flicking on and off. You can taste the rot in the air. The poison that these things spewed out is still here. You can hear the hootering and hollering of ghouls that probably aren't quite as friendly as the ones you met. I will remind you is that the ghouls you met at the Pure Plant were the least mutated ghouls you've ever seen, probably from access to clean water. But yeah, you can kind of creep by the side the same we did before. The river is now flowing. Yeah, what'd you like to do?
Did we not try and cause a leadership riot?
We did, but it
Not here.
didn't necessarily work.
Right,
That was not here. That was at the airplane fort that you found,
right.
Yeah.
which is
Well,
further
we-
downriver.
Yeah, let's. If there's rot down there, I don't fancy dealing with the rot. We should probably just move on. What
This
do you
is
think,
where we
Claire?
found the car.
This is indeed where you found the first
Yes.
artifact you've ever found, which I believe was an inflatable bed. Because
Yeah.
we rolled on the table and we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
that's what we
I-
found.
That's true. I did give that to Flair for
Yes.
the kiddies, the kiddiwinkles.
My
Yeah,
girls.
I did look up the stats of it. It's actually quite cool. It's like you can get like a full night's sleep or less sleep and that kind of stuff. It's actually not bad. I'll come back to the stuff you can donate to the Ark once we
And
actually
it's going
get
into an NPC.
Yeah, you're giving it to an NPC.
Rather
Yeah,
than the
it was
art,
clearly going to be
it's the
attacked
stats
and
of the
robbed
art.
for it. Yeah.
Children are our future, yeah.
17-year-olds.
I was going to say the children,
children,
who
they
are
are a
2
year
years
younger than
younger
you.
than us.
Well,
No, no,
6 years
I'm
younger than mine.
I'm an old man. I'm 25.
Yeah, I'm a bit old too.
Yeah.
We are packed off wine.
I will point out to the viewer, if we have one, that the people that live within the Ark, they top out about 23. They are considered like the adults of the arc. There is one person that is older than them, and he is referred to as the elder, and he is a very, very old man, and he has looked after them since they were young. But we'll kind of cover that if we get back.
And I'm an old man. I'm 25.
I'm
Well, you're one of the
23, yeah.
oldest. You'll be like the oldest mutant on the arc then.
Yeah.
And it shows like he's got a lot of grey and
Very hairy.
very hairy.
man. A little like Michael Pedersen.
So you continue to creep by the wreckage of New Lanark Mill. I'm not going to make you do a stealth roll because I don't want to be kind of combat just right now. The next area you come to is the area that you have left some things. It is the area with fields.
The barn. Yeah.
The barn
Oh, the
and
barn,
the farmhouse.
Mhm.
Now, the farmhouse had many tracks, deep tracks into which is eventually identified as some kind of vehicle. But you have heard of like cars. There's a mutant in the arc that's trying to restore a car to working order, but you've never seen one, and you've never certainly seen so many at once. But something came here and killed who was ever here, and just took. You're going to assume people and food and anything of value, but they did leave some things in the barn, which you found.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the barn. Make sure that everything that I hid behind like the bales of hay and that just are like so the wheelbarrow, the gardening tools are still there.
Yep. You
Yeah.
do indeed. You find your wheelbarrow full of stuff. I'll say that there's like some tarpaulin and you can kind of like tie it around so it's not just all falling out constantly as you go back over the rough terrain.
I'm gonna look from a wheelie bin of I believe it was recycling stuff was in it.
Yeah, I've got a whole
you,
bunch of stuff in my bin.
Bins and stuff in it.
Yeah,
I'll throw
you
it
did
down.
indeed.
I've got like
Oh yeah, like
I've
so
got a
the tins.
toolkit. I've
Yeah.
got blankets.
Your bag of random assorted crap that
Yeah.
you've brought with you in the adventure for quite a while and then realised that what the hell is this stuff for?
At the beginning, there was them folding up beds and shutters, right?
That's correct.
Can we
Yeah,
go
that
back and
was
get them?
You're not there yet, but
No.
you absolutely could.
No, I just mean when we go like there.
You are
Yeah,
I
that was
would like to get them. That was the right at the beginning, I think.
yeah, that
I think
was
that was
the
when you're in the Lanark
makeshift.
lock-in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the makeshift trauma ward.
That was
if I
indeed
remember
that
correctly.
was in the
Yes.
hospital.
You can
Yeah.
see if
Well,
any
we
more
made-
mushrooms have grown.
Because we discovered a working freezer.
You did.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yes.
it's still working.
Probably. Should be.
Yeah, should, or
There's
should
just
be.
a dead body there.
Interesting. It's just
Yeah.
one dead body. But yeah, so yeah, you retrieve all the items you had. Richard used a a wheelbarrow, which is fairly hard to maneuver but doable, and used to just took wheelie bins, so it just
Yeah.
Donk, donk, donk.
just constantly behind you. Which doesn't seem to bother you in the slightest. I will say, however, you are losing a -2 to successes on any stealth rolls from now forward. Because
I thought yours, Mary. I thought yours was like an industrial one.
No, it's just a normal wheelie bin.
Oh,
The
Just a
recycling
wheelie bin
bin.
full of tins.
Yeah. Got tins,
Yeah.
plastic bottles, all
Recycling
sorts of
wheelie
good stuff.
bin.
Yeah, I've got Coke bottles in mine. For some reason, I wrote that.
So it's like jingle,
Jeez.
jingle, jingle, just to make as much noise as you could, yeah. Just
Yeah.
constantly breaking things.
Like tin's useful.
No, my blankets are covering the bottles so they
okay.
can't smash.
You've
Wow.
wrapped each individual thing very.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember you saying you spent several hours doing that.
Entirely negated by the fact that mine's just rumbling away,
Yeah.
clattering all over the place.
Shh.
Yeah, wonder.
Okay, rumble.
I'm being so quiet. Look at how stealthy I am.
My stealth's actually good.
I
So's
am
mine.
stealthing. I am stealthy.
Look at how stealthy I am. Okay, yeah. So you continue. You move away from the farm. There was no additional tracks. You do see some kind of like small animal tracks and whatnot, but nothing that seems to be.
Does this look like the tracks I saw in the first thing?
Remind me what tracks. Oh, right, the boar tracks. No, it does not. It looks like a small animal. You've seen like kind of zone dogs before, so some variant of a zone dog. Logan's character, who is of course with you at this point, is being very quiet, but points to his dog and says like this, except in whatever voice Logan uses for his character. So yeah, you just kind of move you back, and you just kind of continue back towards the Ark. The next place you reach is the swamp area. Now this was swampy. There was like kind of thick trees, thick moss, a kind of like warm, kind of decaying scent to it, and the telltale signs of rot, which was the glowing mushrooms glowing quite a lot all over the place, just a few, say 50 or so feet into the area.
Is this one we took one look at and went, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
that's what you
skipped
should
it
nope.
right
You
through.
avoided that.
No.
You avoided that like the plague.
Although I
Quite-
can now cook those mushrooms.
Oh,
You
well.
That's a
can
good
cook the
point.
glowing mushrooms.
No, I think the question is, should you cook those mushrooms?
Oh, I can cook the rot out of things.
You cook the
Doesn't
rot
matter.
out of things. However,
However,
if
can't
the
cook the
thing that you're
poison
is
out.
I have to go
entirely made
in
of
there
rot.
to get the mushrooms.
If it's in
Cook
it's
away to
complete
nothing.
rot.
I'm just picturing myself in a vac suit, just cooking things on a big barbecue grill.
Oh,
Like
no.
once this is incinerated completely, it'll be safe to eat. So, yeah.
Delicious
Nothing
charcoal.
left.
Not quite dark enough.
But yeah, the nope area, you just quickly go, nope. What I will remind you is that if you did choose to come in this area, there is such a thing as rot suits that Mary can create. And you would be able to visit rotted areas. However, make a rot suit before you do it, because if not, there's a whole bunch of rules I've got to read, and they are terrifying.
Let's
well,
not
we're
make
coming up
our
to those.
GM read. That's true.
In that case, let's get them done now.
Yeah, I mean, if he's, let's do it now. If he has a lot of rules to read, let's do
Yeah.
it now.
I
Suppose it's
sprint
Lee
into it, I just
Let's
dive.
do it.
Lee reading this book whilst we're all talking crap to the stream.
Like the movie Prometheus, you just take off all your protective gear and just space first into the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, like a pig in muck. Oh,
Oh, nothing could go wrong. I'm safe on this planet.
Look at this.
Well, there are
yeah.
all those body bags we'll be coming up to shortly, so you
Well,
know,
yeah, you know.
make
I mean,
a suit
it's
out of
true.
those.
So yeah, use avoid the nope area. The next area is the one that you did talk about. I keep clicking the wrong thing. The open area. You are about half a mile distant, but you are aware of the plain fort that you've seen there. I believe two of you has managed to make it up to the plain fort. I think it was Rachel and
Yeah.
Richard.
Yep.
Or sorry,
so.
Ulf and Flair.
Yes.
Bogart made it
although-
later.
Yeah, Bogart did make it later. Yeah.
And you discovered a ghoul fort filled with particularly aggressive ghouls that had killed what looked like mutants to you. They had all the telltale signs of mutation, but brutally slaughtered. You didn't get a chance really to look at the mutants. You weren't sure if the mutants had been exiled. But yeah,
Yeah, that was the bit where I nearly got myself killed because I got my whole body slashed with all of the metal
yeah.
and glass and stuff.
Shh, we don't need to tell anyone
yeah.
that. You're fine. You lived. You were fine. You were perfect.
Claire
That
has
was
been the
fine.
best
Didn't feel a thing.
at every single role.
things. Yeah, she rolled poorly and she nearly died. Not like she went
Yeah.
for death saving throws and
Yeah.
someone saved her. She was this close to death, and then
Well, if-
somebody was like,
Richard
"I have a
saved
thing
me.
that stops that."
Yeah. Well, formalities. She did well.
Yeah.
That happened twice. I think it was in one game.
Twice.
I think it was the same session, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it actually caused Richard's mutation to lock down, so he
Yeah.
could not do it again. Luckily, that stopped
That is
happening. now. So,
past.
yes,
Yeah.
the phlegm that you use to heal people is all gooey again.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah, that's how he saved you. It was like, bleh, bleh.
There we go.
I'd
I'm
rather
like a
die. I'd
fly.
rather die.
But it
Like
does
a
smell
fly.
of aloe, so it's quite nice.
Oh yeah. It was. It's a lot of good things to say about it. But anyway, yeah, you know the fort is over there, and you also know that one of your group done some magic psychic. Well, not magic. Sorry, not magic in this game. He done some psychic things, which is definitely not magic.
That's a good point. Is it quiet?
Would you like to go and find out?
I
Can we
mean,
listen from here?
Yeah, sure.
Rachel runs headfirst. I'm assuming that you want to make some more preparation and just run towards it.
I'll stop here with my bin.
I'll leave
what
my
do you-
bin with with
Yeah, I'll do the
um,
same with the wheelbarrow, but
with
I'll
Mary's
Don't mind
character, who I
everything.
can't remember the
I
name
will
of. I'm
look
sorry.
after
Is it Grey?
all of our
Grey.
things.
Grey.
We
What
don't
I'll
want
say
someone to
is-
steal it from us. It's a hard gain, still and good.
Good
Logan's
point.
character is called something. I really should look this up. Hold on, I've got it here.
Dodger.
He is called Dodger. He is called
Yeah,
Dodger.
Dodger can
Dodger
go.
and the dog, and Grit volunteer to stay with the things, so I don't have to do extra voices. Well, I've got to do some voices of ghouls in a minute, which I'm going to do. Like, are these guys got the same accent as a pure plant? Who knows? Let's find out. I'm not consistent. So yeah, use if you want to approach, you can stealth. Do you have any mutations you want to use? Is there anything you've found that you can use to help do this, or
What's
is,
Dodger's
is
stat?
Miri going to jury rig a ghillie suit somehow? Who knows?
What- Yeah,
I could try.
Actually,
What's
good
Dodger's
point.
stat?
Can she
What's
jury rig
Dodger's
out the
stats?
grass? Like,
Yeah.
There's grass. I've
In
got a
terms of
bunch
what
of
you're
plastic
looking
bottles and
for?
stuff in there. You know.
Give us a minute. I would like to know how good's Dodger's agility?
Dodger's agility is very, very good. He has got max agility. He's got the corpse eater mutation and a different mutation, which you'd be able to tell if you could look at him because he's got 4 arms.
Yeah.
So, like,
Awesome.
very obviously has 4 arms.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'll
Oh,
go
I
up.
forgot that.
I'll shake one of his 4 arms and go. I apologize. I might need this for stealth, and I'll take a point of agility off him to help him dodge.
You see his whole physicality kind of like grey for a second. Ah! Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait here.
Sucks the life out of him.
Apologies.
That is indeed one of Richard's abilities. He can remove a point from somebody else and take
add
use
it.
of it. How long does it last for, Richard?
It lasts for. Yes.
few seconds.
We actually had the discussion about this because there is there
In
was
this instance,
no.
I'll say it lasts a little bit, right? I'll say maybe I'll rejig the rules, but this seems like fun, so let's do it.
Say
'cause
10
it's not-
minutes. Say 10 minutes. Yeah.
He's gonna lose it for a little bit because he's not here. Right? See if he turned
Yes.
up, this wouldn't happen. But
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. He
really
can't fight it.
cool.
Yeah.
His
can
legs
I
get
kill
skinny.
his dog and use it as like meat?
Yeah.
He's
So
not
I
here.
now have
I
agility
draw the
of
line
4.
at killing his pet,
Oh,
unless you want
No
to fight
hitting
it
the
in
dogs.
combat, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
animals were hurt, were
Don't-
harmed in this production.
Yeah. We don't hurt animals in this stream.
Apart from the trash hawk, which you bit the head off, and the worms from which you melted.
Trash
Well,
hawk
they're
was
not
trash.
dogs, so I can
Hold on a
understand.
second, mouse try
it.
to talk.
Can I jury rig a ghillie suit for the dog?
Oh,
Well, why you would do this? But if you choose to take some time with it, you can jury rig a ghillie suit based on the crap you've been collecting and the dried grass that's round about you. I will say this is
Yes.
a one-use ghillie suit.
I was going to say the dog would just try to
okay.
eat.
Yeah. Just shake it off.
Right, so this is your, I believe it's your jury rig roll. Watch Miri get
Yeah.
no passes here.
Can
Well,
she
I'm-
make
I'm-
it look cute?
Right,
Got
Probably.
one.
she got 1. Okay, one's a
and I've
pass.
it says here in inventor I get +2 modification when I use jury rig.
Means you get another 2 dice, Miri. So you can do another 2
okay.
dice and see if you get. If you're not rolling on my 2d6, go for it.
Okay, let's try that then.
Yeah, no more. Okay,
Oh, well,
right. So
never
yeah,
mind.
you get you manage to fashion a ghillie suit fit for a dog. It can go round him, and yeah, he looks like a small bush. But I mean, he
Good
is
dog,
running
good
around.
dog.
He's quite an excitable dog. So it's like that bush is very excited. Like, I mean, it's like, I mean,
Is it helping or hindering? I don't know.
it might
Definitely
confuse somebody. They're like, that's weird.
Hmm.
Like a dog, they'd be like, oh well, you know, there's dogs out here. That makes sense.
Yeah,
But a bush, like someone's got to the effort of doing that with a bush.
Do not
Yeah.
make me jury rig a small chariot involving the dog and the wheel in.
Oh,
I mean, that.
don't make promises.
Yeah.
I will
Don't threaten
say
me with a good time, Murray.
Dodger's dog does actually have a stealth roll.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
get
So,
us to have a carriage.
I am
for the
going
Does
to
this
dog.
improve it?
I'm going to say this does. I'm going to say it gives him a +1, right? So he's
Yeah.
going to get roll me. I'll roll a d6 first. Right, his first one is a nothing. So and his after that, he rolls 3 successes.
Oh my goodness.
That
So
is
the dog
one
is
sneaky
the
dog.
fucking stealthiest. Like, just like that bush is like disappears. It's like It's like it knew it's been waiting its whole life to be made a small suit that it could pretend to be a bush in. And you
No
look around,
longer.
and all of a sudden there's like several bushes that look exactly like it. You're like, which one is it? And then you
Wait, where's
blink,
the
and one of the bushes
pom-pom?
is moved, but you're not sure which one is.
I pet the dog. Well, I think I do, but it's one of the other bushes.
Give me a D10.
Random bush check.
Land the bush
Right.
deck. I'm going to say there's 10
Hang on.
bushes here, Minnie. I'm
There
not
we
going to
go.
say 9. It's just a bush. It's not the dog. Don't know what I based that on. Yeah, you're not getting the dog. I was going to give
Number
it a
6 was the bush.
Ah, yeah, number 3 was the dog. There you go. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, you've got a dog that's apparently invisible and has rolled 3 steps. I'm going to have to give it some stunts for that. So I don't know what the dog's going to do in the future, but okay.
I need to take notes and I've lost it.
No, don't take notes. It's much better we just try and remember shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is what I like.
Never
Half
worked.
remembered
Come
shit
back
is
and watch
way
it.
better.
That's true, yeah. So anyway, you have an invisible dog, and I can't wait to use all fail your stealth rolls now. The dog is one with the knight, and you guys like, wait,
Okay.
yeah.
Right,
Dog
let's
is
see
what
how my
right.
stealth check goes.
Okay, so does anyone else want to roll and try and get close?
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh god.
Yeah, I am.
Did you?
I will add to the base.
Thank God.
'cause I now have.
Yeah, one. That's fine.
Yep.
It's my best skill. Yeah, every time I roll it, it's usually rubbish.
Oh, that is a fail, mate.
Yeah, I'll push that. If you
Push
want to
it,
explain
go.
to the people why I'm pushing a roll.
Okay, well, first of all, you pushed and you failed. So before we go any further, I'll
Oh,
explain
he's
what
not
happens.
pushed. That's my roll.
Was that your rule? Sorry. I missed seeing that. Right. Well, let me explain pushing before we do it. Okay, cool. So, what happens with the D6 system is 6 is a pass, everything else is nothing. If you roll 1s, though, I have got to think of a way to hurt you. So, if, for example, you do sneak, that is an agility thing. So, I've got to think of a way that your sneaking is so bad that you get hurt. This was tough for me as a DM because I don't really like hurting my characters, and I've got to think of really horrifying ways to like. Well, you tried to think really hard and you got depression.
Oh God,
Oh wow!
Leave.
Yeah.
that's bad.
Cancelled.
I'm just
That's us.
saying, that's in the book, right? Like it's the empathy rolls in that. That's literally what it says. Is you've got to start suffering doubt. Anyway, so the agility roll. You roll. You're going to take the damage anyway, but if you push the roll, now you got a minus off your 1 dice. So this is minus a dice. So instead
Yeah.
of rolling me that again, roll me the same amount of dice minus
Well,
1.
I didn't know that I've already rolled because it wouldn't let me push it because I think I've added to the dice because of my extra stat, if you know what I mean.
That's
So
absolutely fine. I'll just say you
yeah.
got 1 success in. So
Yeah,
what's
that's
going to
fine.
happen is you do sneak. You know, you put the camel gear on, you slick back your hair, whatever people do. And as you're going, you step on a fucking huge rusty ass nail, and it goes straight through your foot. It's like,
For me,
you do it. And then you go, right,
Oh.
I'm still stealthing. I'm so stealthy. And you're just going to keep crawling.
Oh,
But yeah, you've got a big ass nail in your foot, mate.
The
cool.
plank's still on it.
I'm
Yeah, it's like-
I'm assuming I'm going to lose that a point of agility now because of that.
You lose. I'm not sure what the rules are of your mutation. Do you lose one of your own, or do you lose the one that you got as the extra?
I would imagine I just lose one, but I would probably lose the extra.
In this instance, I'll call
Makes
it totally
sense.
temporary hit points. You can lose the one you got as a bonus, okay?
Yeah,
Right,
that
so
makes
takes
sense.
you back to normal.
That's fine.
We'll call it that in this instance. I
Cool.
might rejig that if it becomes a bit overpowered.
You are a kind and fair GM, and I love you.
Right, now, Scotty boy, with your fail,
I'm going to
you're going
push.
to take. No, sorry. And the good thing about pushing is that you do get mutations. So, not mutation, but mutation points.
That's
Richard,
true.
you're already at full, so you don't get any.
No, I used my mutation
Oh, you
point.
did. So you get back for any 1s you rolled, you get back the mutation point.
Cool, so I'm back at 9, I think. So
Cool. Scott.
Oh,
dear.
here we
oh,
go.
that's bad. 2 fails.
3
Three
fails
fails.
because he got the first fail as well.
Oh yes,
All 3
I
count.
two natural ones.
Scott, how many agility points do you have?
3.
Oh,
Now, this is what I've been waiting for.
Oh
This is
mate.
to show you how brutal this game is. Scott, as you're walking, you're being stealthy. Fucking so stealthy, motherfuckers, you can't see me. And at the same time, you step in 2 bear traps that have been left.
Oh,
and they get both
Ooh.
your legs,
Ah.
and they smash into. You can
Ah.
feel the bone break. The other
Ah.
one cuts halfway through your incredibly taut, powerful legs.
Shit.
And you let out a scream. Not like a like a and you collapse
Look, cuddling.
backwards. You cannot get back up. You are broken.
Right, I
You are
am.
immobile until somebody gets you.
Am I aware of this?
Oh, Jerry.
I'm
We're
pretty
all
sure
aware of this.
everyone in the
Yeah, yeah,
near
yeah.
is by
Very
the
Yeah,
loud.
yeah. Well, as soon as I said it, I realized I'm like, yeah, of course I'm aware. Can I go back and help him, or at
Um,
least try and get him out of the trap?
you can. However, you are all still. Mary, are you
Right.
coming with them?
It's not
I
that great.
I
No,
wasn't
no.
sure I was going to because I think I was messing about with the dog too much. But then
No,
maybe when I
they'll
hear this,
wait
I'm like,
politely for you to do this. They'll wait politely for you to make a little dress for the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, we'll wait.
okay, I'm going with them then. Do I have to roll stuff?
It's not
You
like
have
I'm
to
gone
roll-
anywhere.
I'm definitely going towards him because
You're
maybe
well.
I can.
What I'm going to say is that you all so you're all stealthing at the same time, but you're
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
like sneaking in from different directions because you
Right.
don't want to be a clump moving towards it. So I'm going to say you're slightly off to the side, and you can, if you've chose to come, you can roll a stealth as well.
Okay,
And with
let's.
any
You can get
bonuses
caught in a bear trap as well.
And now I gave you the option to make your
Oh.
own ghillie suit, and you went, no, no, no. I'm making it for
Dog
the dog.
comes first.
The dog who got 3 successes.
Obviously, the dog. Come
Animals
on now.
always come first.
The thing
Yeah,
is, like, my agility wasn't actually that bad. The problem is, I've already lost agility.
So I'm just
wow.
rolling sneak
Oh,
then.
mate.
You're just
Ah.
rolling sneak here.
Don't worry, I can. I can do
Yeah.
my thing.
You can fix it.
I'll
Oh.
certainly try.
Great. You
can
get
certainly try.
well, maybe not as stealthy as the dog, for example. You are still fairly stealthy. You know, you find the tall grass, you take off all your shiny objects and your things that go clang, 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 and you're just like, moving through the tall bits. But yeah, as you're sneaking, you hear off to your left a loud scream that sounds very much like your friend, and you hear him curse for about a minute and a half. Like, I didn't know those words went together, but he indeed is saying them. He is cursing all the gods that are not the gods of capitalism.
Hey, why did you do it to me?
Pepsi, why? I mean, Epsi.
Curse your
Why?
socialism!
Is this a platoon moment?
Damn you, Morrisons.
Yeah. Well, that's a capitalist dog. It's Morrison's, I'll have you know. We don't know
Morrisons.
anything like that.
Yes, Lawrison's.
Morrisons.
Yeah, we're no
Or
affiliation with
Morris and Sons, whichever you prefer.
Morrison's.
Morrisons.
Morrison's
Yeah.
ones.
To be fair, in the reenactment, we always refer to it the son of Morris as the.
The son of Morris. I like that.
Isn't it
Yeah.
the son of the dark one? Sorry, distractions. Stay.
It's absolutely fine. I'm here for it. What weird tangent. Okay, so you have all heard Scott's character, who is called a
Bogart.
name. Bogart. I don't know why I can't remember. It's always just like I should start putting names up on the screen. Anyway, you hear Bogart cry out. I'm going to have to do something for the ghouls because they fucking
Yeah,
made
they
a lot of
heard
noise.
that.
They heard something. I do.
All the
have-
ghouls roll
I
and they hear
really hope
nothing.
you fail all their rolls and then fail all their pushes.
Watch we all die.
No, they don't. They're not gonna. They'll be fine. You'll be.
Can I go and hide in the bin, please?
So they get sad because they can't hear anything.
Empty everything out quick.
I am gonna just call this a scout roll just to hear because there's not really like a listen to check in this. I'm gonna do 2 separate rolls because that's the 2 that are on watch, and they are quite far away. So, roll. Oh fuck! It always does that nonsense, right? No, just fucking roll it, you piece of shit. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it the other way. Fine, whatever, losers. Fail. Pass. Oh no, lies. Both failed. You're okay.
Yeah, they both failed.
Yeah. So the mutants are having kind of the schools are having a conversation like, you hear something? Nah. And then just get back to what they're doing. Luckily, they do not have particularly high statistics. They are just like generic, like
Yeah.
they are trash baddies.
So then the
It
three
was
of us
just
just
a
jump,
werewolf.
pile on Bogart and shot him up.
They're far enough away that they hear nothing. So yeah, Scott, you are broken. What's happening?
I am sobbing on the ground. Please.
What was that? It's like you want to check the rules of broken.
Oh dear.
That's a good
My
point.
beautiful legs.
Broken these.
Why my legs betrayed me?
That's a good point as well, because you've got that mutation about your
Yeah.
legs. My legs, my beautiful, beautiful leg.
My extremely powerful legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like 3 minutes behind on that.
Okay, right, this actually goes weirdly. The agility one, which is what I've had you damage here,
I'm
goes down
full
as
of web with demons.
So yeah, we're just gonna call this damage is broken. It's this, that, this, that. So yeah, you're exhausted. The blood's coming out of you. You're just so like I can't walk. You can feel it kind of biting through. Mutants are very hardy though. If they can get them off you and get you something to eat and get you something to drink, you should be okay in a couple of days.
I do have a bit of water.
You're
I'm gonna wriggle over on my belly and then try and
Quietly
get the
sobbing to
things off
himself
him.
while feeding him the whole.
Eat the pain away. Eat
Yeah,
the
eat the pain away.
I need more cake.
Can I try and heal him?
Right. Well, what I'll say is that first of all, you should maybe take the bear traps off his
Yeah,
legs.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
go over and try
Mary,
and get them off.
I'm going to
Yeah,
call it a
no,
jury rig roll for you to like take these things apart because they are. And I'll either let Richard force. Actually, no, he's going to force it, or you can jury rig it off. Whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Richard's super strong.
I'll go over to Mary when
Right.
she's there. Says, "Are you able to take off the bear trap?" Because as soon as you do it, I'm going to get his leg out, and then I'll see if I can fix him.
I'm
Right,
gonna give it a try.
What I will say is, I'll say Richard, you're kind of holding it. So Mary, add an extra dice to your roll.
Yeah.
For that.
Be careful.
You don't know how you
Okay.
can just roll it independently.
I'm gonna
so it's
hold
fine.
Bogart's hand and just go.
God, how many have I
It'll
got
be
then?
okay.
Well,
Uh,
whatever your jury
got
rig roll
this.
is, plus
Right.
1. So whatever jury rig gives you plus 1.
Right.
And I'll say this is basically you getting your tools out and like looking at the mechanism and popping off springs and stuff. And
Right, okay. Oh god, how to do this then?
if not, it's going to snap back and
Hang on.
they've tried to debate whether it's
Oh,
Oh wow.
I haven't
What?
not seen this roll.
just thinking about that sounds awful.
No, she's not rolled yet. We're just we're
yeah, it's like
thinking
I'm
about
debating whether or
the
not I'm going to have
snapping
a
back
hit
in.
her in both hands or whether it's going
Oh.
to take Scott's leg off. I'm debating it.
Oh, that's how you do it. I remember now.
That's why we got the bin, so we could roll Scott's character back.
Scott's quietly rolling a new character.
Bogart's just got
Wow.
Bogart's gonna
Wow.
Mary,
Wow.
would you like to push that roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Take all the ones off.
By
and
the way,
roll
guys, you
again.
roll 3
1,
ones
2,
and
3,
no
4,
sixes.
5, 6. Right, 6
Right,
dice
okay.
this time.
Just doing it manually.
Yay!
Oh,
2 6.
that yeah, that okay.
Okay, so first of all, give yourself 4 additional mutation points for pushing the roll.
Okay.
Oh, so is it 3? Was it 3 ones you rolled?
3. It was
Sorry,
3.
3
3.
additional mutation points. My mistake.
Okay.
You did pass, so like you're panicking. You're like, okay, I need to do this, need to do this. And as you're doing it, you can feel the metal digging in to your hands. Because you got the 2 successes, would you like to use one of those successes to negate some of this damage you're about to take?
Wait. Okay. Yes. For some reason, I'm
Right, so-
thinking yes.
It starts to dig through, it like slice through. So I'm going to say you have to take off 2 strength points because it's cutting into muscle. But then at the last thing you pop it, and it opens
You know
up.
how with the points, if you take 2 off and
Mhm.
you've only got 2.
You're broken.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
broken as
shit.
well.
Is that what's happened to you just right now?
Yeah.
This is
He's
hilarious.
gonna
Right.
kind of like look
It's
into
cool,
Claire's
I got
eyes as
it.
he's
Just
holding.
By the way, that's the one bear trap.
That's only one of them.
He's
Actually,
holding
it's
on to
not-
Claire's hand. You just got to kind of look and go, "Tell me it's not as bad as I think it
It is worse.
It looks fine. Don't worry.
is."
Flopping off.
Persuasion.
Manipulation.
Loud off.
Manipulation. That's it. That's the one.
Everything is going fine.
You can see the bone, right? Like the
Ray
bone
has
was
not
not
hurt
cast.
herself.
I'm just
It looks
picturing
lovely
it's
and
like
healthy,
when
though.
you've snapped a wishbone.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is visible cracks in the bone. It's like, oh shit. But Mary, you manage to get the leg out and it snaps and catches. Doesn't get your arm, but takes a chunk out. And if you
Right.
are down to 0 strength, you're now going to pass out because you're also broken.
It's like,
Have you,
oh,
have any of you ever seen the Thai boxing when the guy hits the leg and it just turns
Yes.
jelly?
no.
yeah.
I have
Mary, can I
not
ask,
seen
Okay.
that.
you only got 2 strength in total.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say, because like you did have a rest last night, you should be at maximum. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That
Okay,
is
so-
maximum.
That
Okay.
is.
So as that
Hey,
happens,
it should have
one
been a
leg is out,
maximum. That magically should have been.
and then you face plant forward into the ground and like start bleeding. Richard, 2 of your friends are now unconscious.
Oh God.
However, you can try and force this other one off just with sheer physics, just basically reset the trap if you want to try and force it, or you can just
Is
leave him die and just move on with your life. Up to you.
So is the trap still on one of my friends, or
The one is trapped. Mary immediately caught a blow from it and it just took a chunk out. There's enough to damage and knock it out. Scott's just like,
well, well, okay. I suppose I can try force this open. I'm gonna have a look to see if I've got anything that may or may not help me with this
Do
situation.
we not have like a bar or something?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. No, because I left everything back at the.
Oh, why did you do that,
Okay.
Richard?
So that's four.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
back with you."
I'm just gonna
I
force
have
this.
I have a scrap axe. Could we use that as some sort of leverage?
Of course you could.
Please don't
You
chop.
could also melt it with your firepower.
Okay,
I've got a bike chain.
Oh, I too have a bike chain, but that's not going to help. I'll just force it,
Well,
and I'll just.
tourniquet and then axe.
I will do that.
Yeah, I've got the axe to chop the leg off.
I'll
Yeah,
right
I
into
got a
the
plan,
middle.
guys.
I'll right into the middle.
Sorry,
I'm just going to
Bogart.
try
You're
and
going
force
to
this
grab the
thing open.
axe. I am going to panic.
Just
She's not,
calm down, right?
she's not.
Calm down, people.
Right,
gonna
I will
force this
say through the
open.
use of tools,
Okay.
you can give yourself a +1 dice roll, so you can have 1 dice
Oh,
added to
gear.
your pool.
Okay, no problem. I will add the gear. I will roll. Oh God.
You better roll well.
Jesus,
Okay,
that's
we
what, he's got 1 success. That's
one.
all he
Yeah.
needs.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
All he
Roll
needs.
20,
And keep
please.
in mind, that's
Roll
all he
20,
needs. is one
please.
success.
I don't want to
And
die.
It's reset, and I'll say you gingerly take his leg out of the trap and put it to the side,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
you
as
rest
I
his leg out.
gingerly take his leg out, what I'll do is I will dump 4 of my mutant points into. I can heal a non-lethal critical injury at 2 MP and a lethal one for 4 MP.
I will say these
Uh,
are not lethal. So,
Right. So these are 2 MP to heal. I think it's for I can heal a non-lethal for every 2 MP. I'm assuming, and then so I can give you 1 agility back because now I need to help Murray.
Mhm.
Scott, what
I
I'll
do
say is
have heal.
he's-
I will point out I have heal as well.
I'll
Yes,
let you
well,
probably
I'll-
do some heal stuff. So if you want to give him just getting back on his feet, that's cool.
I will get him back on his feet for 2. What do I need to roll for this? Because I'm using my
Well, this is the other. They've talked about the other fun mechanic.
yes.
Every time you use a mutation power, 1 point, you have to roll a d6. And if you roll 2, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, or 5, nothing happens. 6 is good, 1 is bad. If you roll 1, you get to roll another dice. And if you roll bad than that, funny things happen.
Here we
So,
go.
Richard,
You
roll
get
me as
white
many
eyes.
dice as mutation points as you've just used.
2. So I need to roll 2 dice. Yeah.
2 dice, go for it. Roll ones, roll
Okay.
ones, roll ones.
I'll take that.
Ooh, yep,
I will
absolutely
go over-
nothing happens. Works as
I will-
normal.
Yep. As he's doing that, I will go over to Murray.
Just to
And I will-
clarify, basically he puts his hands in the back of your leg, the goo comes out and all the weird things happen, your calves knit back on. They are very, very sore and look very, very painful, but you can stand.
I will do the same with Murray to bring 1 strength back.
Okay,
So
so
roll 2d6.
just gets that kind of chunk that's missing from your arm, just
Yeah.
sticks it back on and goes.
No, she's unconscious. She can't see this. And I'll just put right into her arm to heal it. She'll never know.
Now, what we say is he did put it all
Totally
back,
worth it.
back to front.
Yeah.
So, like, now your forearm works weird.
Yes. Totally worth it though.
Oh, so you did get a 1 this time?
Yes, I did.
Ooh.
Nice. Right, roll me a d6, please.
Another d6, and I can't
Yeah.
roll a 1, right?
If you roll a 1, something's going to happen.
Yeah. Roll a 1, it's fun. Oh,
Oh, the 6 is this is a much better thing that happens. You roll the 6, and
Yep.
any mutation points you've just spent come back to you. And
Oh,
it's
nice.
doubly effective, so it really heals the shit out of you.
Oh,
So
so
I'll
does that
say it
mean
gives you
it
back to
doubles?
2. I'll
Yes.
say it goes back to 2 because you roll the 6.
That's because
Yeah.
I puked on you, but she doesn't need to know that.
Yeah. So you go back, and I was going to say it was kind of like off center and all messed up, but it actually looks good as new. Actually looks slightly better. It's got a bit of a tan on it.
Oh.
Even though she's not tanned.
Even though the rest of her's not tanned at all, it's
Yeah,
one
just
that
his
looks
arm.
quite tan. Like actually, that's like that arm's been on holiday.
hey, it's a mutation.
Could be a hand
It
border.
looks slightly bluer than the rest.
Yeah. It's
Are
like
you
the off-color grey is much nicer.
Yeah, that's why you're called Grey, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Grey?
Yeah, fine. I don't need those spanners anyway.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. I got you up.
I'll get you some new spanners. That's not
Cleverness juice has run out. Okay, so yeah, that those tragedies were avoided. I will say, based on the earlier stealth rolls, that you can get a bit closer. However, if you two want to get closer, you have to give me stealth rolls again.
No. I'm going back to heal myself.
So what I'll say is that yeah, if you want to go back, Scott, that's fine. If you give me a heal roll, mate. What's the heal skill? Is it empathy?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
No,
Just
it's-
cure.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, it's
empathy.
You healed the shit out of yourself, mate.
You did good.
I'll say that. What's your maximum agility?
I think it was 4.
What's it go? What's it at right now? Is it at 1?
It's
1, yeah.
easy.
I'll my back
Right.
on.
I'm going to say it cost you a ration of water, on top of what you should have drank today anyway. And I'll say it's gone back to 2. With that stunt, I'll say that you can kind of like you've got some stuff later on you can do. So if you get hurt again, you can maybe do it again tomorrow and get back to full.
Right.
But there's still like a healing process in this game. You can't just go to
Can he
sleep for
just
hours
go,
and all your
I
bones
scored
back
high
in.
on my heel, I'm fine.
Yeah.
We should also point out, due to the rules, that any more 6s than the one you get stunts, and you're able to carry them onto your next roll and such.
That
and
is
such.
right, yeah. So stunts
Yeah,
can be
that's
used
true.
as and when, or they can be kind of saved up. They can be banked. I'm going to say you can bank them for the session because I'm not having like in 5 sessions time you're using stunts.
I just gone, I've
I had
had
Rest of
6
the
from 2
session-
weeks
7
ago.
successes.
Yeah.
I rolled 5 6s a month ago. No. So yeah, for the
20
rest of the
successes.
session, any heal rolls you roll can have an extra success or an
Nice.
auto success. Okay. So that leaves Ulf and Flair. You can try and get closer to the fort, or you can abandon.
You know what, Flair? I mean, these two are holding us back. We should probably take them back. The last time we did this without any troubles whatsoever. We should probably go back and.
Last time was bad idea. This time, even worse idea.
I should point
It's
out
not
Flair
good.
got injured the last time. And
You
I
don't
was
know
saying,
that. You don't know that. It was just me and Flair. As far as you were concerned, we got out there. We were fine.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
When you get back to the group of Grit and Dodger, Dodger goes, "Where's my dad?"
Is Dodger Irish now?
Yes, now. I'm just saying dad.
Oh,
I'm going to
Logan.
say now Logan has
Or
to
is
do
it-
that, which is even
or is
better.
this
Where's my dad?
is this
Yeah,
The
the
point
voice
at a
is
random
different
bush.
now.
this
There.
is natural,
them
so you
bushes.
actually
You're
did
right,
that
you're
one.
right. Nope, no dog.
You better call him.
Mary. Oh no, Mary. Grey. Oh, look
I
at
got-
Grey.
I got really, really hungry.
Can I use Know the Zone to find the dog?
You can use another zone to go and find the tracks of the dog and see where the dog went, yeah? I will say, because if it's ghillie suit, you need to roll 2 successes.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if I could use my sonar to do a dog whistle.
Hey!
Not 2 successes. Yeah, you find the dog shortly. It's literally just round the corner. It's just following. It's a bush running along, just like looking all excited.
Hey
Yeah,
there,
it
buddy.
runs up to you and jumps up
Come
and
on.
dodger.
That bush is
No.
leaking.
Yeah.
The bush
There's
is peeing on
a
another
little bit-
bush.
The bush is peeing on the bush.
So I will say that Dodger removes the ghillie suit, and the one-use ghillie suit has now been used.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like he did look at that thoughtfully, like that would be a very useful thing for us at some point. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. You did not go to the fort. You just tried, and things went poorly.
Yeah.
Both
Um,
times.
and
No, the
then
Oh,
first
well.
time we did okay.
Yes, the first
Nothing bad
time was
happened.
great.
Yeah, worked well. Does that count towards helping my friend out? To say,
I will give you.
first
You
time it
did
worked.
get your helping your friend because you did keep them both alive when you could have just abandoned
Well,
them.
Flair is my friend.
Was she your buddy?
Yeah, Flair is my buddy.
Yeah.
So do I get to help? Because
Flair. Well, Flair
yeah.
didn't help Flair. You
No,
helped
this is my
Graham.
point.
Okay.
This is why I'm asking. Helping her by saying, yeah, we were fine the first time. I don't want to embarrass her in front of the other two.
I'm
To say
absolutely
this
not
is
giving you
exactly
that
what
no,
happened.
like social
No.
embarrassment. It's not the no. It's got to be an actual thing. Right?
It's an actual
Rachel
thing
would
in
be
this game.
embarrassed by that.
Emotional damage
Well,
is a thing in this game.
the emotional. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but you'd have to heal her emotionally with skills.
Do you
I
receive a
stopped
point
her.
of doubt from the thought of you getting embarrassed by this? No. Okay, right, yeah, so that's used. The next location you head to is actually the Lanark Lock. I'll say by this point you have been travelling most of the day. This has been hard push, you've not been stopping. So we'll say you go up early. This is probably 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Not that you have much of a concept of time to use. The sun's just getting pretty high in the sky.
Would we be able to get back to the Ark in time?
Once you get to the lock, then the Ark is about an hour's journey east of that. So yeah, you'll absolutely be able to. If you get back to there, you could definitely get back to the Ark before nightfall.
Yeah, if we get back to the Ark, we could probably just tell everybody about the beds up in here, and we could get another crew up.
Aye.
I like to think that I'm sitting on the cart.
The wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help them.
Yeah, you've got all the stuff from the wheelbarrow piled up on you.
Leg.
Yeah, effectively, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you're just kind of like riding the wheelbarrow now. It's sore when it goes over bumps, but also walking sore. So just it's always sore. But yeah, you arrive back. Yeah, everything hurts all the time. You get back to the loch, and as you head down, you do actually. It would be called a perception check if we're playing D&D, but because we're playing a different game, it's called something different. Give me a second.
D&D's tomorrow, guys.
D&D is tomorrow. Tomorrow for D&D.
Tomorrow.
There's no the zone, and then
Scout.
I'll give you Scout. Yeah, Scout's better. Call it Scout or anything you think would be appropriate for looking around the area as you go to.
Can I do know the zone then?
You can
'Cause
do
I'm
no
good at
zone
that
because
one.
you're a scavenger. You're a stalker.
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 Watch, I'm gonna roll terrible.
did I do a
Yeah, I rolled bad.
You called it. I didn't pass, but I didn't fail either. So
I
Okay,
failed.
so I've got nothing. You don't see anything. Flair, you got nothing. Gray got something.
I gave myself a headache.
And well, hold on. Flair, I've got 2 rolls for you.
No, I only rolled the once.
you
Oh
do
no,
have
I rolled twice.
The first
No,
one you
the other
passed.
one. The other one was from before.
But another zone.
When I
Aye, for
used Find the
looking-
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look for the dog.
right,
Well,
yeah,
you did
yeah.
get 2 successes, so do you want to save one of those successes and use it now?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Right, anyone that got
Thank
a
you.
success, you come into the top of the loch area and you look around and you do notice a couple of things. Obviously, the water's higher, which is good because that means there's more water. You see some movement down where you opened up the Lanark Loch building. But it's quite far away, so you'd have to walk down and see what it is. Or you could just peel off to the left and just kind of like cut through some trees and some brush and head back to the Ark.
I didn't see anything, so I'm not.
Anyone that got a success and
Yeah.
didn't roll that sees
Bogat
this.
does not want to go continue. He wants back to the Ark because he is.
Yeah,
fucking
Flair
hurt.
wants to check on our girls because she's been gone for quite a few days now. So
Listen, I really, really, really want to rub it in her face that her friend died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot who
Okay.
Scott's nemesis is. Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
incredibly dangerous mutant that I've made that he's planning on fucking with. Okay.
yeah,
Good. That's
Fun-
definitely
fun
gonna work
times
out in your
ahead.
will. Yeah. So you choose
I
to
die,
ignore
I
the movement. You
die.
see the Atlantic lock in, and you're just going to peel off to the side and head back towards the arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you guys are
I-
really, really showing a lot of restraint.
I know. What
all
the-
this-
Listen, a bear
I know
trap
what
just took
my
out 2 of
character
our
will
crew.
do.
Right? There's no this isn't
Yeah.
happening.
I
2
know
of our
what my
crew.
character
1
will
bear
do.
trap.
Technically 2 bear traps. I got caught in both.
Yeah, you got caught on both of them.
It doesn't make sense. Why would you put 2 bear traps this close to each other?
Just for Scott.
Pretty much.
Because I thought it'd be a funny image of him with a bear trap on each leg. Going, oh my god!
It's the Ace Ventura thing.
So yeah, use peel off to the side and use. Yeah, you cut through some trees. You don't get annihilated. These people, they're quite far away. So yeah, you head back to the arc. As usual, when the arc kind of appears ahead of you, you see the same bunch of kind of shitty, broken down buildings. You see some the chain link fence, which is kind of fucked. You see a couple of like mutants just not so much guarding, but just like wandering round the arc with no real kind of purpose. They
Oh.
stop, they go back in.
Could
Yes.
I ask a question? See, as we're
No.
just about to leave. Okay.
Yeah, push in, push in.
Just see, as we're just about to leave Lanark Loch, if we manage to cut round and then, can I look back and have a final look to see what they were talking about when I seen movement? Because I got a failure, is it a chance to have another look?
I will say if you want, you can
Right.
have approached a bit further to get a better look. But that's the only way that you'll have to choose
Yeah.
as a group to get closer and have another look.
Well, could I do it just on my own, because obviously they got success in this and all, we're avoiding it, but I haven't
If
seen
you
anything.
want to swing round, you absolutely can. I'll say that you
Yeah.
you split off and you say, all right, I'll catch up. I'm not going to go down, whatever you want, and you can go down and have a bit
Yeah.
of a look. Yeah.
Right, I will have another look just to see if there is just to see
Now remember
what the movement is.
the crocodiles that I was talking about before that
Yes.
pick off single people that walk by themselves.
Yes.
They're
It's fine, don't
definitely not there.
Yeah, fine. I
Okay.
got a success. We're fine.
Ulf, so you let them go ahead and you swing down a bit further. You kind of keep low. You don't get in anyone's island. You can't be 100% sure, but what you would say is that's definitely not animals. That is definitely something that is biped, standing upright, and is dressed like you are. So you're a
Okay.
good few hundred yards away, but if you were to guess, you'd say that is mutants doing something at that building.
Right. Okay. Good. I'll head back and now I've got a little bit more information.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll catch up with them.
Yeah, so you absolutely do that. You come back, you catch up to the rest of the group. Scott is, of course, slowing them down because his legs are in just horrible, horrible shape.
I'll put him back in the barra. Yeah.
So yeah, you get him back in the barrel. He's bounced along on top
Yeah.
of it. It's
As we're
horrifying.
walking along, I'll point out to. Actually, Flair probably know better being a stalker. I don't. It looks like there's another group of mutants, maybe a couple of stalkers there. Do you know if there's anyone else active in this area?
There's not supposed to be. We can come look after I check on the girls.
I agree. It's just that we should probably pass that information on, but they're doing something to the building. Maybe they already knew.
I'll just pull out a notepad and start just like writing in Sharpie. Random stalker. Messing with shit.
Random stuff. You talking about?
Yeah,
I
it's,
have taken a note. Onward!
The agonies of becoming you. What I will say is that the other stalkers are you know are active are stalkers that you would work with, Rachel. There's a few stalkers in the arc and they take short range expeditions. You at this point are probably the furthest travelled. Just the fact that you've went to the pure plant, but other mutants have kind of like scouted locations. They tend to go to high locations and they look down like, oh, they'll take a chronicler. There's some stuff over there. There's some stuff over there. But they do tend to stay close to that because up until now, these have had food supplies on the arc, and it's only in the last few months when this has become a real problem because those cans are running out. But anyway, yeah. So you make it back to the arc, and it is exactly as you see. The mutants that are kind of out, I hesitate to use the word patrolling, but wandering. A few of them kind of see you, and you'll see like some whisper to each other, some point, some run into the arc, go in all various different ways. They're going, you would assume, towards the bosses, the elder, the people that sent you on the mission. And the closer you get, you see other people peel off because it's now they're recognising you. It's like, wait a minute, that's Grey, that's Ulf, that's Bogart, that is Flair, and Dodger is also there with grit. And as you walk by, you hear them whispering, "Where's the rest of the team? Oh my God, what's happened? They must have been successful because the water's back." But yeah, they start running off. Where are you heading?
I'm going straight to the nursery.
Okie dokie. Are you peeling off from the group, or are you all going to the nursery?
That's up to you guys.
I'll acknowledge Flair leaving, obviously knowing exactly why she's away, and we'll catch up with you. Yeah.
No problem.
We should inform the bosses that the mission was success.
Which
I'll only be
bosses?
a few minutes.
Oh, I can't wait to see Diane. Tell her how successful we were.
She's the one that's paying us. I agree.
The two bosses that gave you the mission was Del Boy and
Boy.
Diane. And
Did we
Diane.
get both of them?
So, you're going to go. Who are you going to go to first?
You've got to try and get both of them together.
Okay, cool. Well, what I'll say is that there is actually a meeting point in the middle of the arc, and this is where these kind of big decisions have been made recently. Effectively, it's a bell. You give it a jolly good ring, and if people want to turn up, they'll turn up because nobody really cares what anyone else has got to say unless you're in charge of stuff. But because of what yous have done in this instance, it might work. So you're going to go and ring the bell,
Yeah.
right? Before they head off to ring the bell, Rachel, are you peeling off to go and speak to the girls first?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to follow you for a second. So you guys are heading towards that. Rachel, the nursery, as it's known, was the first building that the mutants of the Arks inhabited. There was the Dawn Vault and there was a nursery, a building very close by. You would sleep there, you would eat there, you'd go to the Dawn Vault for learning, reading, and writing, and like talking to the Elder, and like it was safe places. As the mutants got older and bigger, a lot of them moved out to kind of stake their own claims. So there's various places throughout the arc where other mutants go. But the younger ones, because they ended up there by themselves, they kind of just claimed it for themselves. Like, well, there's no one younger than us. This is a nursery. We're the young ones, so we'll just stay here. So there's a few mutants that have kind of stayed there, and you have kind of always felt protective of them. As you, oh, my kid is coming in there. As you approach it, there is a large mutant standing ahead of you. Let me just get him up because I have made him. You guys can go away. Factions, unaffiliated, and stalkers. Oh no, sorry, he's an enforcer. Oh, and of course now it's not loading up. Ah, there he goes. Okay. Right. You should all be able to see Brock. I don't know if it's going to pop up on the main screen though.
2 seconds, I will get it to fit.
I can see it.
Oh, aye.
Okay. He is known, although in this picture he's got 6 arms, he's only got 4 arms because this is just a picture. He is known as the most heavily mutated mutant in the arc. He is 6'9". He has got arms. Has 4 arms. He no longer has skin. It's like chitinous kind of material. He's taken on a very insect-like appearance. But Rachel, you know him. Sorry, Flair, you know him. He helps you with guarding the nursery. He either is here or he gets hired by people to stand behind him and look terrifying, because he is. You also know that he's lost the ability to talk, but when he sees you, he kind of raises his arm in greeting.
Hello, my friend. How are my girls? Oh, wait, you can't reply.
He makes a kind of a hissing and chittering sound to you for a long time, and then he's got some rudimentary sign language that he just kind of like waves his hands about a bit, and you're like, okay, you can try and comprehend what he's saying if you want.
Yeah, I will do that. Comprehend, where are you?
I
Hey.
didn't get a pass. You see basically the girls are inside and they're fine. He then bangs on the door, and when he bangs on the door, he bangs on the door. And as they do that, the two girls come running out to meet you, and yep, they
Girls, I'm
dive straight
home.
onto you. You're here, yeah.
Have you been eating your food?
We don't have any food. We're starving.
They said they would feed you
Oh, yeah, we ate it all.
at once.
Oh, we ate it all. They gave us 5, and we ate it all in one day.
Oh,
And we were
shit.
so hungry that we hadn't ate for a week. So I'm so hungry.
Oh, kids. Yep.
So
that
you
sounds
haven't
familiar.
eaten
There was the brown stuff and there was the
anything.
yellow stuff. Not since yesterday.
Okay, I'll give you some more food.
Okay, how much
I'll
food
take
are you
out
giving
some.
them?
I'll give them one each, so I'll give them a total of 2 rations. So I'll
Okay.
take 2 off mine.
Yep. Yay! We'll eat
They're
these
gonna need
tomorrow.
water as well. Yes.
Well, the Ark now has a supply of water.
Oh, good point.
Uh,
Okay, girls. Next time, don't eat it all at once because you get bad stomach and you starve the rest of the week.
We promise we won't. And as you see it, you see them opening what you've given them, and they're already kind of like eating it. Like, we'll eat this tomorrow.
You do
Kids.
realize tomorrow is
So
not
hungry.
today.
I'm so hungry. You can find us more.
Okay.
Did you find treasure on your trip?
Guys, I found some real cool stuff.
What
Okay,
did you get?
I'll get the inflatable bed out and we'll put this up together. And
Okay.
this was found by your uncle Ulf. He found this for you. This is a present.
What is it?
It's a bed. It blows up and you sleep on it.
They drag it through to their joint bedroom, and they just like there's like a kind of crappy like bed. They just beat the shit out of it till it's broken down and shove it to the side, and then they drag the bed you've got them on. How'd you make it? It's deflating the floor. They just jump straight onto the deflated.
Oh, no. Girls, you need to use this to put the air into it.
It makes more sense. And then like they get very excited and they blow it up, and then they're kind of like wobble about it. Then they of course start jumping on it because although they're 17,
Try
they're
not
apparently
to
5.
pop it because then it will never work again. Then you're broken your present. That's just rude.
So then they pull their kind of like their horrible stained blankets out of the debris of their old bed and throw it over and they lie down.
Oh, no! Look, I've got new ones.
And it's like a good 30 seconds where there's like a new thing that is not covered in like
It's very
just
nice
all
and
the
clean.
weird disgustingness that their
Peaches.
their things are. You're just like they smell it, and now it is musty and dusty and old.
But it smells
But
good.
to them, it's like the freshest thing they've ever seen. This is amazing, and they kind of like they cuddle into each other. They have it. It's like this is the comfiest bed.
Then I'm gonna give them the Coke like glass bottles, the really nice ones, and I'm just gonna go. We have nice things to
Treasures.
drink out of this time. We don't have to use dirty cups.
They look amazed at these like wonderful glasses that you brought them. What does this say?
I believe it says Coca-Cola,
With a
but
K,
I'm
yeah?
not too sure.
with a
Yeah,
K.
we're unaffiliated with Coke and anything that is involved with Coca-Cola at this time.
While
Coca-Cola
Cola
wants to
with
give
a
us money,
K.
please do.
Yeah, if you want to give us money for sponsors.
Yeah.
It's cola
been a-
with a K, not A-C-A-K.
Cola with a Q,
Is it
got
the
you.
bars cola?
Hey, that's
No,
not
it's
it.
We are
Bars
unaffiliated
Cola.
with bars. Yeah.
We're unaffiliated with anything we
Yeah.
talk about.
It's generic with like it's Laurison's brand cola. There you go.
And look
We're not
at my
affiliated
new
with
boots.
Morris.
Morris
I
and
have
Sons.
new boots,
Morrison's and
and
Morrison's.
they are by not a Dr. Martin, a Mrs. Martin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got
They're
your Doc Martens,
very
didn't you? Sorry, your Professor Martens.
Professor.
Yeah, Professor, thank you.
Prof. Martin.
Yes.
Yeah. So did they get one each, or are you just showing them your boots?
No, I'm showing them my boots. I also
are-
have
Random crap.
Random shit. I'm gonna pass off to the kids.
I'll get the toolkit out and I'll go, girls, we can fix things now. So when things get
They
broken,
just
we
grab
use
spanners and start smacking
this.
things.
But no fighting. No fighting. Just be good, please. You can attack people who hurt you, yes, but Not for fun. That's bad.
Yeah, Brock kind of walks in beside you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and he kind of picks up the tools. He's like, he looks at the girls, and he looks back at the tools, and he just kind of like puts it to his side. It's like,
As long as it stays here.
yeah. He does some hand gestures, which seem to affirm that yes, they can stay here. I'm going to put them somewhere high until I can show them how to use them properly. Because they
Girls,
will
I
just.
killed a worm thing. It was fantastic. I
A
wish I
tiny
could
worm!
have
What do you
shown
mean to kill
you.
a tiny worm?
No, it was huge. Do you know my fire thing that I do
Yes!
sometimes? I burnt the whole thing. I saved us
Remember,
all.
Rach, you've actually got a picture that was drawn for you, which of you of blowing fire into said worm.
Do I have a picture?
You
Yeah, they break
Girls,
the
look,
they
look.
presented
I
it
have a
by one of the
picture. This
children
is
of
me.
the.
I'll show them.
It's like you show them the crudely drawn picture by the ghoul, but yeah, it's like there's you, like there's a figure representing you, and just fire spewing out onto like this kind of demon monster that they've drawn.
I like to think that it's
They
like
are
a stick man with like loads of lines pointed at it, with, like a bunch
effectively
of
it's
other-
like it's like a child's drawing. It's like it's indicated it's you. There's definitely fire, and there's like a weird kind of like you get the impression they've drawn the worm monster before because it's probably like highlighted quite a lot. And they're like, "Don't go near the worm monster;
Yeah.
it'll eat you." Whereas like the stuff of you, they maybe weren't quite so good. But yeah, absolutely. Like the girls are very impressed by this. They go over and they smack it into the wall using a spanner and like just a bit of metal they've got, and they are super impressed.
Well, it works. Okay, I have to go back to see your Uncle Ulf and some new people we met, but I will be back soon, promise.
Okay. I'm going to try and train a dog today. Look, I tried to train one yesterday, and she shows you like a kind of like infected bite mark on her arm.
We need to see your uncle about that. He will fix this. Come with me,
Yeah, but
actually.
it goes with this one, and she shows you another infected
Oh,
bite
wow.
mark on the other arm.
Come on, let's go see your uncle. He will fix you.
Okay. And they start again, 17, but acting like children. Yay!
Yeah.
You get the
To be
impression they
fair,
only do
there
this
isn't
with
really an
you.
education program here.
That's
So,
true, yeah.
like,
You
My
do
girls
notice when
can
you go
read.
outside, they get more C's and they start like kind of eyeballing people that are looking at them. So like they're fun with you, but with other people they don't trust, they kind of clam up and they kind of like they fall in line behind you.
Act like
And
adults.
it goes as far as that, more like very suspicious children. You kind of like they've got like a pipe with like a bit of metal at the end that they kind of like
They've got
out.
weapons with them. Love
Oh,
it.
they'll fuck somebody up. So they will flip somebody up.
We can
They will
swear.
upside
I'm
your
sure we
head.
can swear.
Yeah. I'm trying to swear less. So yeah, they fall
Around
in
the
behind you.
girls, swear less.
And I will say that Brock, he doesn't go with you. He actually stays at the nursery because there is other people there's other young ones at the nursery.
Yeah.
But he's sitting on a bench
Yeah.
outside. Okay, yeah. So that's it. Now you want to head to the middle of town.
Yeah, I'm only taking the one with the wounds, so I'm gonna leave my other girl back there.
My other named person back. Okay, Charlotte
I'll
and
take
Heather.
Heather with me, and I'll leave Charlotte. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see which one actually. Hold on. I think it's Heather that's the dog one. I'll say it. Yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. Which one do you see what to take with you? Charlotte.
I'll take Heather.
Charlotte. Oh, that's fine. You take Heather. That's fine. You have Heather. She's the dog handler now. I will change that in her stat sheet. Because I forgot I'd already done that. Anyway, so you take Heather with you. She is now a dog handler if she ever gets a dog. And she's just kind of like
Yeah.
going behind you, head in a swivel, looking for people. But yeah, she seems okay. Like she's used to doing this. She seems confident behind you. And you just head to the middle of town.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
By the time Flair is walking out with Heather, it'll be a case of the bell will be ringing at this point. Would you think?
Well, what I'll say is if you want to have left it, the hubbub around town of you getting there has become louder. There's more and people have ran away and then came back, and you do see kind of larger groups moving towards you, which you would probably assume to be the bosses. They're coming from the different directions. So you can either start ringing the bell to get everyone to hurry up, or you can wait till they get there. Up to you.
I'll leave that to Bogart because he seems interested in telling everybody of his great deeds and showing his war wounds.
I'm
It's up
definitely leaving
shakily.
it to. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving it to him because my character is kind of terrified of that.
Fair play.
That's absolutely fine. All right, Scott. Yeah, so you get out to the bell first. It's a simple raised platform. It's basically just some sleepers with like some wooden top, and then just a bell that's been hammered. Sorry, like a post that's hammered on the ground, and a bell on it.
I've grabbed a bit of the metal from the beds that we took back, and I'm kind of like using this as like almost like a walking staff.
You're like,
And then I
oh
just
god,
hit the
like
bell
really
and
exaggerating the
then-
winds. Oh yeah, I'm so much pain. I defeated the enemies though. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's more whispers around about you. People are pointing like, look, they brought back the water. Oh my god, they brought it back to us. I wonder what they're going to do next. Maybe they're going to give us orders. Maybe they're going to take control of the ark. I wonder what's going to happen. But yeah, you arrive at the bell, and I'm going to say that Del is the first one to arrive. He sees you, and he doesn't run over to you, so he just kind of like he's waiting to see what you're going to do. But he's got his brother with him, Rodney, and the rest of his crew. Rhaegar, Boise, the rest of them.
Of course.
I just kind of like hold off for a couple of minutes to see if anyone else shows up, half expecting Diane to show up.
She is definitely on her way. You look to the north and you can see the lot. What you notice about Diane's procession, though, is that they are not like hurrying. They're like they are like showing a solemn dignity, which, as you know a bit about Diane, that is her thing. She will not be rushed to anything. If you choose to start without her, that is up to you. However, there's people that started things without her in the past.
Bogart is definitely going to wait until she arrives.
Okay, if that's the case, if Del Boy's in the vicinity, I'll pull Del Boy to the side and leave Bogart to his moment at this point.
Right, we'll give you a moment then to do this. Then we'll say this is all kind of happening. Del Boy, all right, well, China, how have you done then?
Well, I've done exactly what you asked of me, so I am hoping you're exactly going to honor the deal.
Right, so what you're looking for is the location of some of the purveyors of fine horticultural goods. Then, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, I have some good news for you. Old Uncle Albie has had a bit of a brainwave, and
Really?
he has managed to find. Yes, we have got a map to what used to be called the Clyde Valley, which was well known for all of its gardening centres, goods to farms, all the plants in the area, all the foodstuffs, the seeds, all came from down there. There is a bit of bad news though.
When is it never?
Well, I didn't make the zone, I didn't design it. If I had, it'd be a much nicer place. But to get down there, you got some options. You can go through the ruins of Lanark, or you could take the long way.
The ruins of Lanark, yeah.
Yeah, that ghoul-infested, irradiated danger zone just a few miles away. Or you can maybe find a different way there, but, that's the quickest. I didn't make the zone.
I'll do what I do. Any chance of getting this map?
Absolutely. I just dropped by the shop later on. I've got it there. I didn't know who survived, so I didn't bring it with me. But yeah, of course. It's not a problem. It was as promised. I've delivered.
Of course. I'll see you first thing in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Are you... I'll wait and watch this show. I cannot wait. I hope Bogarts came through for me. You got anything else to say to Del?
No, I'll walk off at that.
Rod's kind of been watching you the whole time. And he just nods as you walk off.
Because I bullied him the first time I seen Del Boy.
Rod did have his hand on his very large scrap axe the whole way through that conversation.
That's fine.
So he just brings it back down, nods.
I'll nod to Rodney's Rod's as well as I'm away.
Cool. So yeah, that's it. So you've moved back towards the centre, and at this moment, Diane, she's not the head of the procession. Her two enforcers are at the head of the procession, and as they go in, they kind of shove any mutants out the way. And once there's kind of wide enough space, they filter out a bit. Some of the followers of the church kind of move in, and then she kind of breaks out from the middle, and just almost like she's gliding towards you. It's somewhat disconcerting to see, but yeah, she just kind of like comes towards you, and then she stops about maybe 30 feet from you, and just is watching to see what you're going to do.
I'm very glad everyone could. As you can see, we were successful on getting the water running again. Obviously, many of us have died as we have journeyed. Unfortunately, the first crew, and Nelma, was it? And yes, she
You
seemed
see her
to.
slightly recoil at the word Nelma. Yeah.
Fortunately, she seemed to have died not long after eating some of the food Diane gave her.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'm not insinuating anything. um, but
Are you insinuating something? Do you
Yeah.
want to roll a manipulate roll?
no, I'm just saying that, but it's like I
Yeah, yeah.
am trying to manipulate people to think that.
What I'm going to give you this one. Right? I'm not going to, even if you roll any ones, I'm not going to give you any like damage to it. But roll me a manipulate roll +2 because you're now a hero of the arc that brought back the water to see how many mutants turn like, yeah, a fucking minute.
Right, cool. I'll just do my minute. In fact, I'll just. Let's see. Bump, bump.
Oh, that's not bad.
Give me another 2 dice, just 2d6.
Cool.
Okay. What I'll call it then, I'm going to call this. You rolled 2 success, right? I'm going to call it.
Sense of motion.
No. Okay.
All right.
Um,
You see some mutants in the arc.
3d12.
Yeah, I thought I'll give him a D12 because what he said's pretty good anyway, and then I'll
Right,
give him the extra dice for the successes.
um,
Then you see some mutants gonna look around like,
luckily,
bitch, poisoned the first party.
unfortunately, another member was eaten by a large bird. However, my team here was able to handle it good. What was your name again? Point to Logan's character because I cannot remember it.
Roger.
Roger.
But Dodger managed to deal with this, and our hero Flair managed to defeat the creature that was causing hassle at the water plant. She dealt with it quite well, and they like
Yeah, there was like as
applause.
you say that, like there's like a clapping. There's like
Mhm.
water bringers, yeah.
We
Yes.
would have surely failed without the both of them. And obviously, we played our part in this as well. There was another gearhead that was a part of the original party that decided to stay to maintain the plan. We strangely encountered many strange things on our journey. The plant was held by ghouls that did not behave like ghouls. They seemed to be friendly.
That like that's our
Right.
shockwave through the crowd. Like you hear like, fucking girls,
Yeah.
fucking the is you silly bastard.
Yes, it surprised me too. Perhaps they were just so grateful for Flair being so handling the creature that was killing so many of them that perhaps their malicious intentions was stepped back by such happiness.
But you see some kind of react and look thoughtful. Some are just shouting, "Ghouls killed my friends. I've seen ghouls eat, people."
We
and all that stuff.
encountered plenty of ghouls that behaved like ghouls. That's I'm
Not all
not
ghouls,
suggesting all ghouls are good. These seem to be exceptions to the rule.
Now, does
We
anyone remember
also
our
encountered
promises
something
or-
very strange.
No?
We encountered a corpse. Now, this is not normally quite strange, but
The corpse over there. They point to a corpse. It's like, what the hell is that? Like,
this
there's one.
one
Got
seems to
sunglasses
be
on.
like the elder. It
That's
seems
true.
to
I,
not be
That's-
mutated. I've got
Silence
anatomical
falls.
drawings here. I obviously recepted. My fellow chroniclers can look through it and verify my work, but it was of interest that I thought that the arc would like to know.
In fact, I'll step in. In fact, there seems to be a separate stalker party up there looking through that building at the time. We've got a map of it. Our good chronicler here, Borgart, he made sure to note everything down. He did outstanding in his field.
I'm gonna
Ash,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go.
I'm gonna like nudge Bogart and go. There was one in the nest as well. That like the elder.
Oh yes, there was another like it. However, I did not get an autopsy of this one. It was rather not the best conditions, but it seemed to be wearing some strange things. Um, um, Dodger,
And that one was fresher. That was the other ones you found were clearly from before the war.
yeah,
But that other one you found was like it's appeared because it mentioned things. I can't remember exactly what it's mentioned in the book, but it was like things that it talked about leaving the ark.
Wow. Okay. I've
Oh,
obviously
you missed that bit.
read
Yeah,
it,
that
I
was.
would have missed that. Right. Okay.
I think Dodger has a book off it. I don't know if he
Mhm.
was going to give it to Bogart.
I think he did
I
give
think
it
you're
to
right,
me.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll
you
bring
did,
out
and
the
you read
book.
through.
Obviously, I need to continue to
Some
read.
chroniclers literally rush towards you as you pull out this book.
Yes, we will.
Can we have this for the Dawn Vault?
We will read through it together. We will.
You're welcome anytime, but
Of course,
okay.
it's going to the Dawn Vault, and I'll hand it over, and I'll be like, who knows what information it could hold. If it's from before the war, it could tell us different locations for woods and ammunitions, defenses. Who knows? But this is obviously the update. On our discoveries, we have found more same things, but nothing that the average doctor has not. We also, I'll kind of like point to where Gearhead and be like, you mentioned something about a cold room?
Yeah, there's this room near the loch it stays cold all of the time.
One of the stalkers that you recognise from the Ark, as you know everyone because it's not a particularly large area, it's a small village at best, is going to approach you. I'm just going to get the name of one of the many people that I've made for this game and tell you who it is. Where's my unaffiliated mutants? Stalker. Actually, no. You know who it's going to be? It's going to be your friend, Scott Lynx.
Yay!
Lynx was actually the cold room. That's Legzo and Borum. They gone down. They went down to check. There was word of a big big boar, a pig down there. We were going to down try and kill it and get some food. They came back and said that you had opened up the lock, or somebody had opened up. We guessed you. We seen the tracks, and they've been in clearing it out. They brought back some beds last night, and they talked about that cold room, but it says it's eaten up. They says there's something wrong with it.
Oh.
That is
I
unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe you have to go have a look. We don't have a gearhead in the team, and we've not had a chance to go down. This was only like yesterday, day before, and they spent the night, and then they came back up, and then they've headed back down today. You might have seen them if you were there, but they just come straight back.
Oh, we saw someone around there, yeah.
Yeah.
We did not want to encounter it, obvious. Like
Yeah,
showing
you'd
my
be-
legs, it's like we've got injuries, and we did
Well-
not think it wise in case it may have been some ghouls. We didn't want to.
No, it certainly wasn't ghouls. It was definitely mutants, from what I seen. So it could have been one of ours. It might be another arc out there. You never know.
Yeah, well, it was definitely Borum and that went down earlier today. So I've not encountered another arc, but I know they went. Okay.
Fair enough.
Uh,
While I'm saying this, I'm not going to actually look at anyone. I'm going to be visibly distracted as I look for someone in particular.
I wonder who that is. Give me a scout to see if you can see unnamed person.
Do I get advantage? No.
Nope. There's a
Also the
large crowd of
girls.
people jostling.
Yeah,
The
this is
girls
Advantage.
also hate this person.
Oh, do they? Nice, thank
Yes.
you, I appreciate it.
With your 2 successes, you do. That person is deliberately hiding at the back of the group of
Mhm.
people. You do see the head kind of pop around every now and again, but doesn't approach. It's definitely hanging to the back of the group that they're in.
Okay, with the stunt, can I make it look, hide it so I look as if I'm not actively looking for this person?
So yeah, you're doing that thing where you
Yeah.
stop and stare at someone and then go,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
they're still around.
It's not obvious. It's not entirely
Yeah,
obvious.
not obvious at all, mate. Nobody picks up on it. But yeah, you see the person. They're there, and like they're not even skilling it. They actually look kind of happy. Maybe not so much happy to see you, like happy that the water's
Yeah.
back and like
Yeah,
these
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
all dead. But yeah, you see them. Diane has said nothing. She starts to approach the group again, slowly and flanked by everyone that's
Right.
around
As
her.
soon as
I
Diane steps
slightly lean
forward,
back. like,
I'll
oh, God.
notice this and I'll make a point of
She's
looking at her.
thin and she's imposingly tall, and she also has the reptilian skin and like kind of like just sharp teeth, and the kind of snake eyes. But yeah, the odd movement. She just kind of comes towards you. So you've returned, as I asked. I see that my friend, the first team, did not make it. Looking at you this whole time, Bogart.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm going to dump some of my mutation points to cause doubt in her followers.
Ooh, exciting!
Oh!
Shit. Would I
Then
be back by now?
you're there, Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you've arrived by
Okay.
this point, yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Okay,
making sure.
okay. She is going to do a thing because she can do stuff too. Let me get this right though, because
Oh. I love
Are
games
we
with
having
political
psychic
intrigue.
powers? Are we having
Yeah.
a psychic fight?
So, political intrigue, folks. If anyone watching this, political intrigue, I love political intrigue in
she looks
games.
at you
That's what
as
we're
you're
in
doing
for.
it, Scott, and she is going to make a roll, and I'm going to see which one she should do. She's going to do a comprehend because she's going to try and work out what you are doing. And then you're going to do an opposed roll. Let's see, does
What's
that
my
work?
pose go before I do? I'm guessing I do this before I do my manipulate.
No, we'll do this first. She certainly knows what you're doing with her 3 successes.
Shit.
Do I get to do a
She's
manipulate against it?
Now, this is where it's going to get fun. You can either straight roll, you can do your mutation versus her mutation, or you can. So, how do you want to do this? If you want to do a manipulate roll, she can also do a manipulate roll.
Can you say that again, Lee? What did you say?
A manipulate roll versus
No,
manipulate.
no, before, just before that.
Which one did I say, man? I say a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He said, "How do you want to do this?" He said the
I
thing.
know.
He said the sentence from that thing that we love.
Did I say the thing? I don't watch it. I don't watch any other TTRP shows.
We
I
don't know
what
that program that
Never heard of it.
Program, never
people
heard of
watch.
that program.
How would you like to
No.
accomplish the task you're trying to accomplish?
Well,
It
it's
rolls
a bit
off the
long,
tongue,
but
you
we
see.
can, yeah, it rolls off the tongue. We
We'll
can get that
workshop
on
it.
a
We'll
t-shirt.
workshop it. What do you want to do? Right. So, you can either do straight mutation versus mutation, or you can do a manipulate versus manipulate. How would you like to?
You know, it's got to be
accomplish this thing,
more
Connor?
fun. Let's do dice rolls. Do the mutations. Just
Do the
to see how
mutations.
badly
Because
this
that hasn't
goes.
failed. Your dice rolls haven't failed once whatsoever.
Right,
Aye.
Scott. How many mutation points would you like to spend here? 10.
Can I borrow him some?
I can
I'll lend him some.
lend him some.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Scott, do this many.
I'm gonna do
Oh, wait.
10.
Actually, can I do that?
Let's
I'm
see how
just wondering-
You're
badly
going to
this
do
goes.
10. You're going to do 10.
Wait,
Mhm.
wait, look this
Can
up.
I do 1 point for tribute for MRMP?
I highly doubt you can lend them.
Right, you're not giving him any. Right, he's rolling.
No,
was gonna say.
I can't give any. I'm just seeing if I can. No, I can't. Right, I can steal his mutation and use it, but I can't enhance it or anything. That's what I was looking at. So if I just come up and touch him in the bum or something, and enhance his ability.
Well, that was a bit rude.
This is when he grows an extra butt.
Yeah. I have
Front
two
bum.
butts. Right. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to end on this, but this is gonna be great. Okay. Right. Okay, Scott. So Here's how we're gonna get this. Are you rolling 10? How many are
Yes.
you doing?
I'm doing
Holy
10.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
Go for it.
yes.
I also have a mutation pool, right?
Mhm.
And I've not used any this session, so I now have to use every single mutation I have to match the 10. So what we will
Okay.
do is we will each roll a 10. We will count the 6s.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right.
I will go first.
What
Okay.
about the ones?
Well, there's ones sixes cancel out ones, but we're still going to suffer the effects of the ones.
Yeah, I was
Sounds
going to say, I
Oh,
think
me and
six is
Diane's
only
going to
count
get
for
fucked
this
up by
point.
the
Come
end
on.
of this.
Come on. Come on. Let's see what happens.
Oh no, I got 3 and 2 successes. Scott, you need to beat
Okay.
2.
Oh,
Ah!
Ah!
How?
Statistically ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Statistically.
Wow.
You can't push mutations,
Ah,
mate. Right.
no.
So, as you're doing there, you breathe out and you're like, I cast out into the minds of all of your followers. They will stop following you. And you hear a voice in your mind saying, amateur. I see
Oh,
you have
fuck.
some
That's literally
powers.
what she hears in my mind.
Yeah. All you can say, you can just see her face, and her mouth's not moving. I see. You have some small powers in the mental area. Are you well practiced? Shall we find out? And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yay.
Right. For funsies, let's roll some d6s to see if something horrible that you think is going to happen. Like, you just start growing extra dicks everywhere now because it's like,
hey, you said that if the
Got
viewers
all
aren't
the way
allowed to do
through.
that to
oh,
us,
that's
then you're
true.
not allowed to
If
either.
Zach is still here, he can choose what mutation we get.
So
if we
Diane
get.
gets to do 3d6s.
She's going to
and
do
I'm
three
doing
d6.
Yeah.
She got 1, so now she has to roll another d6 to see what happens, and this could go really poorly for her.
If she rolls
Oh.
one,
Oh,
she's
no,
fine.
it doesn't. No.
She rolled, yeah, not yeah.
Um,
Hers just became
Wow.
doubly powerful, and she got all her mutation points back.
Thanks for joining, Zach. Thanks
And I
for
got
joining
4
us.
successes.
You get to need to stay to choose a possible mutation.
Right. Thanks, Zach, mate. Honestly, I really appreciate you staying the whole stream.
Yes,
That's a lot to
seriously,
ask of
thanks,
anyone,
man.
man. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you, person I don't know.
Oh,
But
He's
maybe
I
a
I
got
got
one
you.
wonderful
too.
guy I
Yes.
know from the Mandalorians. Oh, what did he
Oh,
get?
cool.
I've got one.
Right, you need to give me 1 more d6, mate. If you get a 1, something's going to happen.
Roll
If you
terrible,
get,
roll terrible. Oh.
Oh.
4 it's not. I think it might be even if it locks down, it'll no matter because next week. So yeah, nothing happened. 1 of the 6 are the good ones. 5 gives you a weird mutation, and 2, 3, and 4 are just nonsense. Right. So I hand out some experience points. Everyone gets 1 because you turned up.
Of course we do.
Where are they again? There they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, where are my experience?
I now have to think of some crazy bullshit to do you with a telepathic reptile woman.
She's crazy.
What?
Like I don't think I was going to say that tonight, but apparently I have to. Right, does anyone like this? Is I really should remember this part. How did I give it? Oh, never mind. I think I actually put this here. I did. No, I didn't. Lies. Okay. I thought, oh,
I
I
should
quite
have
cleverly
picked
used the bookmark.
manipulate.
No, I didn't. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, mate. Honestly, it was the coolest thing you could possibly have done.
I
That was
decided I
cool.
wanted
Yeah,
to go
I
with
like
the
that.
dangerous roles. They were painful.
Oh, like there's got to be a bit of danger, mate. You got to get people coming back, you know. Okay, did you participate in the session? Yes, you all did. Did you perform a day's work for the project? I'm going to give you all 1 for that because you did get the water back on. So this week you can all have the experience.
Yes.
Did you explore at least one new sector? No, you didn't because you did
No,
go down
no.
my crazy path that I set out for you. Did you sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy? I will say Richard can have a point for that because he risks something every time he does it. And
Okay.
Scott, you can have 1 because you risked some crazy bullshit. Right there, we're doing 10 mutation points. Keep you safe. Did you sacrifice or risk something to mess your NPC you hate? Scott, you get this one because you really, 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 really risked death to fuck with
Yeah,
somebody.
you risked like
Right off the bat, death.
Rach,
I
I'm
can't
actually
wait to
going to give you an
level my
extra experience
character up
point.
and
You
then
should
the
go back
snake
and
woman
check the girls
kills
and
me.
give them some food.
oh cool.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And did you sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream? I'm going to call that one a wash this week
Yes.
because did you? What did you risk?
I will
My
probably.
goal is to what is my goal?
Yes, where's my goal?
Would
I
my-
definitely get that one.
would
Why?
my
I don't know.
attempt
I
of
like it.
ruining, my attempt of causing doubt in her followers count?
No, because you failed.
I didn't.
True.
I didn't get anything
No.
for that, obviously.
No, I didn't get anything either. I don't
So
think.
every time you get to 5 experience, you can bump up one of your skills by 1.
Oh.
And that can make you incredibly powerful. So I'm going to have to put a limit on how high you can go with that, though, because I think 5's the maximum you can bump into it.
I've got 16 experience currently.
You should
I've
really
got
spend that shit,
11.
Rachel.
Yeah, you should.
So, like,
Yeah,
see your know the zone, see your stalker
Oh,
thing.
right.
That can go up to about 3, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I have 6, so I'll spend 5 and I'll put my
Well, see,
shoot
before we
up.
talk about experience stuff, right, that's the end of the stream. Thank you very much for anyone
yes.
who's joined us and stayed with us this long.
thanks, guys.
Genuinely, yeah.
We're
Bye,
all
everyone.
on Twitch, so you can follow us to any medias you want to follow us to. Does anyone want to plug things? Do we do that? Does that matter?
Yes,
Um,
yes. If you want
Mary, plug.
illustrations, me. I can
Mary
draw
has
things. I
amazing
Mary
draw
art.
does.
things.
Mary does
Pay
some
her
art
money,
for
she will make
She has
pictures
some
of
insane
things.
cool art.
She made
What would
us
you like
our
eventually?
logo. I will eventually at one point be wearing a sanity check vest. Get used to the vest. This will be a
Yes,
common
I
occurrence.
will. I too will be doing
I will
that.
have a t-shirt, but not a
yeah.
vest.
Richard, plug something.
Yeah, good friends from. There was a lot of followers in there. Good friends from the likes of the other game I play in through Vault of Galandral, which is a Pathfinder game run by Pete Chips. Very good streamer. If you can try and catch him, he's a great guy. We do every once a month, but he streams a lot of games and he's very well worth the watch.
Zach, you're asking about following other guys. Everyone that's commented in chat, like, see, Fluffgar, that's Mary. Richard's Working Class Hero. Scott is about 3 different people in the chat. And,
Oh, we don't want to talk about that, though.
No,
No,
Rachel,
why
Rachel
are you
knows
saying
that.
that,
all goes to
And Rachel
It's a million
is...
different people.
I'm not sure how many people Rachel is. And what's your name in the
Legion.
chat, Rachel?
Fuck, I didn't go in.
You
You go
really
to
should.
chat, Rachel? Rachel, I'd be another viewer for this. Come on.
Shit. No,
Uh,
you guys, right? I got it up. I'm on here, but I just didn't
Yeah.
go in the chat. I'll go on now. But no, I didn't go in the chat because
like I say,
I
I'm
was
just gonna.
I was too busy trying to get shit right. And now you know I'm swearing a lot because I'm nervous.
She's the one
Rachel's
that
got
swears a
the
lot.
incredibly complicated name of her own name.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Um,
I'll probably
yeah,
change that actually.
probably
Oh,
should
thank
just
God.
echo our feelings. I mean, everybody was really nervous about literally the first debut show for a channel going forward. For especially
I'm
Lee,
gonna-
who he's only really taken up DMing not for long. You may be talking about just under a year. I think he does a very good
More or
job.
less, yeah.
To be fair with
I
you,
was
man.
too fast. Fantastic DMs is
Yeah.
Lee and
Oh,
tomorrow
no.
night.
I only
Tomorrow
DM
night.
because
Oh, yeah.
everyone else flaked out. Oh, very excitingly
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
night.
That is a good point. Yeah, I
Yes.
should actually promote that. Yeah, we have a D&D game set in one of my homebrew worlds called Florium, which is very interesting. You should come and see it. We start off with a very emotionally heavy episode, considering, so it'll
We
be good
are.
to
Very
follow
much so.
if you're able to same time tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Get to meet
Uh,
some new people, new friends
Meet
of
some new
ours.
people, some new friends of ours, as a larger group, would you believe? Which
Oh.
is why they've got me doing it.
Yeah, there's
Only
quite a
because
few
I
of us
promise
tomorrow night.
never to do large groups again because it is a fucking
It's bad.
nightmare.
Yes.
It's like
I think there's about 8 of us tomorrow night. So there is
Yeah,
too
that's
many
about
of
it.
us.
Point out something just happened in chat. Richard's friend referred to him as Dick, which is his name, and the chat
Yeah.
bot says, "Don't swear." Like, okay.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
this is a point.
Yeah.
We'll allow that go through. It's awesome.
It made me laugh. Yeah, I was like, ha ha ha. But anyway, cool. So you plugged Game Tomorrow. Your other thing you do once a month with the wonderful streamers. I forget their name because it's so.
Yep,
Is it just Pete
he's
Chips?
Pete Chips. Yeah, Pete Chips. He is
That's
Namida
actually
no
way easier
Samurai.
to say.
Yeah.
They do a much better stream with more talented people. You should maybe watch that if you've watched us.
Yeah. Again, thanks for coming because a couple of the players
I'm
came in.
being
as well.
modest. We're
Likes of helpful onions as well was in this chat as well. She's one of the players. She's very
I'm
good.
gonna just mention my dog because
the
she's
dog Poppers.
fantastic.
We love dogs.
German Shepherd,
so,
Pie One.
so Rachel's plugged.
I could have
Scott, have you got
actually
to
plugged the
plug?
breeder if she still
No,
had
I
puppies.
don't, but I just want to thank everybody for coming in and
Yeah,
doing their
honestly, thanks very
follows, doing
much,
their
even though
chat.
so-
The chat has been quite hysterical.
Yeah, genuinely, we didn't drop below 10 viewers at any point. Which is
Also, like,
incredible.
in the
I'd like to
comments
thank Intelligence Juice
gave
for
me so
getting me
many
through this.
laughs and that. It's,
Uh,
we really appreciate it, and I hope you continue to enjoy watching.
Mary, you're trying to
Any
say
future
for-
viewers as
Rachel,
well?
shh. Rachel,
Hello.
I have added Dick to the permitted terms
Yes,
list.
thank you. I've seen that come up in chat. Yeah, Dick is now allowed in the chat. So
Dick is allowed. Okay, that's how it goes. Thanks very much. Bye. Should we have like a sign off then? Go fuck yourself.
Just say bye.
No, that's
Yay!
Bye.
Oh.